to Life's Beating Heart. My name is Matthew, and today I have a pick-a-card style tarot reading for you. There's going to be 5 different options for you to choose from. Now, the way this is going to work, this is going to be a message today for you about your soul and how to embody more of your soul, to bring more of your soul's essence into your physical body, to express in an uninhibited way. Here, okay. I think all of it, I think that's what the soul kind of craves. Everyone's soul craves that, but there's a lot of challenges actually to really fully anchor that light essence, that divine light essence on Earth. It's not so easy, guys. It's a bit challenging. So we're going to get some messages, some guidance, and some support for you today. Now, there's going to be a pick a card reading. There's going to be 5 different piles. I'm going to show you soon the pile selection. If you want to, you can go ahead and skip right on ahead towards that if you're familiar with this kind of business. Just for a quick disclaimer, you can watch whichever pile you feel guided to. If you don't resonate with one pile, maybe try check a different one. You can watch as many different ones as you feel called to watch. This reading is timeless, meaning whenever the video finds you, there may be a message in it for you. So stick around if it resonates. And as always, use your own discernment and intuition to know what messages are for you and how they apply to your own specific life circumstances. And as always, use your own practice, responsibility. Take responsibility for your own actions and decisions. Yeah, that's what I mean to say. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and show you the 5 different piles. You can pause the video if you need to take as long as you need to choose, and then otherwise we're going to jump straight in to this video here for you to get some insight. Oh, I just want to say, I guess, of course, embodying your soul's essence is going to be a very unique path for each and every individual person, and there's no way I can give you in one video the entire roadmap. This is just going to be some guidance, some messages. What do you need to hear right now in this particular moment? Kind of reading. Okay, so without any further ado, welcome in those of you who chose pile number 1. This is going to be your reading for what messages do you need to hear right now in regards to embodying more of your soul's essence. Okay, so channeling your angels, spirit guides, and ancestors. What do you need to hear today about embodying your soul's essence? We have first card here is the zebra from this animal oracle spirit, wild unknown animal spirit oracle deck. Oh, excuse me. So the zebra, first of all, the kind of intuitive message I get from this is the sense of like it being so it's a funny one because the zebra kind of its whole thing is blending into the crowd. Right, that's its survival mechanism. It's a sense of like all the zebras, their stripes allow them to blend into each other. They create camouflage with the strength of the herd. And that protects the individual members. It makes it harder for the predators to like leap on them, right? It creates a kind of optical illusion effect when they're all like in movement, like running as a herd, which is interesting. There's a sense here of like that sort of like balancing that like need of camouflaging yourself with society or like blending in or fitting in with like people on a more superficial level of things, and then this sort of like intuitive opening here, or this third eye opening, or this mystical sort of side of reality maybe that you would experience here. This is the soul, the portal of the soul, kind of the soul's essence kind of like wanting to emerge here. So there's a sense of like bringing that also kind of into the herd or into the mundane as well, a little bit, or there being a challenge or a struggle there. I do want to read from the book for you. Or I do like reading from the book. It's a rather short bit here. So let's see. Okay, I found it. So just bear with me. There may be a message in it for you. Eccentric, creative, and visionary. So maybe those are some qualities of your soul's essence that you could focus on, right? The maybe you're a bit eccentric, a visionary, highly creative, right? And your soul just wants to bring in more of that energy into your life experience for you here, okay? So, zebras are the most precious of gems. They are young at heart, well-cultured, and have an undying curiosity about life. Being in the company of a zebra personality is not only a delight, but also opens our minds. Be prepared. Their potent magic is contagious, and you may soon find yourself in a faraway land, expanding your worldview while having a blast. Zebras also like to contribute to the global health through environmental or volunteer work. This card may be a hint to pack your bags. When in balance, worldly, enthusiastic, fashion forward. When out of balance, jaded, pouty, and vain. To bring into balance, an epic adventure and art. Interesting. So there's also a sense here about the high curiosity about life, about travel, foreign cultures, just a thirst for having like life experiences as well here. Yeah, and not only that, it's kind of got this like Sagittarian kind of energy to it, like with the multicultural, the high philosophy, but also like the sort of traveling, but also a sort of humanitarian bent to it. Maybe like kind of Aquarian, Sagittarius Aquarian kind of leaning energy. You don't necessarily have to have those signs, but you could. Planets, placed in those signs. I mean, everyone has all the signs in them in some degree, some fashion or another, but that's beside the point. Okay, so I'm going to pull out some tarot cards for you to get some more detailed messages, context details, information just for you. Let's see, what do you need to know right now? Spirit guides, angels, ancestors, speak through me. Let's see, we have one card already, but I still want to pull a couple more. Please be patient. Thank you, thank you. You can skip forward if it's bored. Oh, okay. I didn't know if they were supposed to flip, but then they did flip. My thumb flipped them at the end, which is silly. But okay, so the first card you got was schizophrenia and suppression. Right, so this is sort of the blockages we're facing here. We're talking about embodying your soul's essence, but then there's certain blockages towards this as well. And so the first, we have the Two of Swords and the Ten of Wands here, schizophrenia and suppression. Interesting. And then on the other side, the other two cards that flipped over, we have past lives and celebration here. The past lives card always talks to me about like ancestral energy, guidance. Okay, yeah. Well, okay, well, we have the angels and the ancestors coming through. All right, fascinating. So here's the angels, the guidance for the angelic realm or the higher realm here, and then we have the ancestor, portal to the ancestors also. But you know what? The funny thing is they're all celebrating for you here. So there's like a really fascinating thing. Now there's like a sense of like you're kind of under pressure here. Okay, I'm gonna pull out this guidance card. What's underneath it is the mind. All right, underneath it is the mind. All right, so what I'm seeing here for you is like your mind is fucking trapping you here. Like you're kind of all wrapped up in your mind. You got all in your head about something. Maybe it's like taking a leap about something, breaking yourself out of a situation or a cycle or a habit or a lifestyle or like or just like a decision, like to take a decision into a new direction, or like take a to go travel or go, like be influenced by like swept up by some zebra energy or some compatriot zebra or something. I don't know, but there's like a sense here with this schizophrenia and this like suppression here, like because the schizophrenia card it always talks about ow motherfucker, whoa, I just hurt myself. Whoa, oh, not really. I'm okay, but I caused myself I had like a sharp pain travel up through my. It's part of the reading, by the way. I'm okay. It's like part of the divination, I think. But I had a sharp pain like move through my right, like on the tendon, like oh my god, on the foot here, on the ankle. Sorry. But yeah, there's something about movement here, just like leaning forward. I rolled my ankle weirdly under the table and I leaned forward. but but I'm telling you, there's something. When I channel like everything that's happening in this, it's part of the divination. Okay, so there's something here about like not like the taking the step forward or something, because I was just in the middle of saying that I was about to explain with this card here, this schizophrenia. It's about like taking the leap into the unknown here, because it is the two of swords energy, right? And the two of swords is that indecision. But on this card, it has kind of the twist of being like the indecision is more so for you. Do I let go with my hands first or my feet first? Like when the question is like really like what does it matter for you? It's like, but because it's like well, it's like okay. Ooh, I'm getting heated for you. I'm getting heated, but it's like because I'm in this suppression. I'm about to try and explain this suppression energy for you. So, and it's like this is like your soul, like wanting to burst forth for you here, and like all the forces that have tried to keep you suppressed, all the matrix, all the society, all the weights and pressures into this whole world, trying to keep you down, trying to keep you weak, trying to keep you disempowered, trying to keep you stuck, trying to keep you stagnant, trying to keep you like up in this fucking mess right here. Like they've been trying to keep you like this, and it's just like enough is enough and no more. Enough is enough and no more. You just have to break out of it. But the thing is, like, that takes like a certain leap of faith for you here. That takes a certain leap of faith for you here. And it's like on the spirit realm on the other side, it's like you have like all of this support. You have like so much support coming in for you here spiritually. Like you got like the angels and the ancestors like cards coming through, and they're like all like celebrating for you here. So there's like kind of a sense of like you're gonna do it, like probably you're gonna take the leap, because that kind of came out like if we're looking at this right to left chronologically, it's like the celebration kind of comes. So that's really cool for you here, but there's a sense of like needing to, yeah, like needing to do some kind of leap to take into the zebra energy more. All right, we're going to clarify now. We're going to go deeper, one layer deeper, friend. Ooh, let me take a breath, slow down, have a drink of water, actually. Reset. Woosa, woosa. All right, let's clarify now for you. What else do you need to know about the zebra card first? Let's do the zebra energy. Spirit guides, angels, ancestors, speak through me. What do we need to know about the zebra energy? We got one. The weight. Oh, I got it. Oh. We got it again. We got it double time. The weight. It's the burden. It's the suppression. It's something holding your energy back. Something like trying to weigh your soul down, suppress your soul, your true essence from coming through here. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this shit. Are you gonna tolerate this? Are you gonna like? It's like the zebra is like being asked. It's like the zebra is trying to run free, and it's being tied down with all of these like ropes on it, tied to all these logs. So the zebra's trying to run, and it's like it can't really full on run because all of the weight, like it's being Oh, this could also be metaphorical as well, like your soul's energy being like siphoned or like enslaved towards others' paradigms. You know what I'm saying? Like literally, the rat race, the capitalistic system, is a way that our soul's energy kind of gets siphoned off into like like this like hamster wheel of like our value, our creative energy, our profit kind of goes towards other people. We just kind of get all burdened down and and put under so much strain and pressure and stress we can't even like ever think of a way to get ourselves out of our like the labyrinth of our situation. But there's a sense of like on this card also the weight though the positive side of this being like oh clearing for you, excuse me, the free will message here that you do have the ability to take some of these weights and burdens off of yourself. Like you actually do have the ability to release those because it is the 10 of Wands and it is talking about like dropping weights, dropping burdens, like getting yourself out of this suppression energy. Oh my god, it's so heavy all of a sudden. Ooh. All right, we're gonna breathe through it, guys. We're gonna breathe with me. I don't know if you need to breathe, but the energy felt heavy for a second. Okay, so maybe you need to breathe. Maybe. Okay, so I want to keep going. I want to clarify this schizophrenia card here next. Let's see. What do we need to know? Spirit guides, angels, ancestors. Spill the tea. Fascinating. The Magician's Wand. There's a little bit of nuance to this message. Let me try and explain this to you, okay? The Magician's Wand. This is the Magician Clarifier card, but it's specifically, so it talks about the power of manifestation. Now, actually, there's a cool thing here, because like, look, like this figure, if it drops like straight down through here, through the clouds, like if it passes this barrier of clouds that it can't see through, it's gonna fall straight into this magic, like straight into this like lightning, straight into this like stream of magic, like that's pretty cool message. Like this little figure, like that's kind of cool, like falling straight into magic. But yeah, no, but the message here with the Magician's Wand is a little bit more nuanced because it's actually like saying that whatever card it's clarifying is the tool through which you can access your manifestation powers, your magician powers. So meaning this, weirdly, this situation or this energy or this being stuckness is the tool for you to like manifest your freedom somehow, which is weird and paradoxical. Like the stuckness is the tool to the freedom or something, but like it kind of makes sense though, because this card is sort of like, it's kind of like maybe like when you or like yeah, figuring out the key to this mind state or like figuring out how to just surrender here, figuring out how to allow the mind to surrender and drop and trust the free fall will sort of put you into this like full on flow of like magical manifestation alignment kind of thing. Because also on the bottom of the deck we have this Ace of Wands energy as well. This the city card. So that's like co-creative energy. But that's just the bottom deck. So we're not going to keep it on the table. We're going to keep it pushing, keep on shuffling. All right, we're going to move on. Next card, we're going to clarify the suppression energy. This is double, or this is meaningful. Like this one's important because we have it's if I get a card like twice from two different decks in my readings, that means there's like extra significance on that part of the message, right? So we've already had the Ten of Wands twice, so this is going to be extra significant in some way. So let's ask, let's see, let's spill the tea. Spirit guides, angels, ancestors, tell me, tell me, tell me, what is this suppression energy? Oh, this jumped. Oh, whoa, okay, okay, wow, dang, wow, all right. That's cool. That's a cool message. Wait, hold on. The loosed arrow. This is the Eight of Wands. So wait, so it's like when you get released from the suppression, it's like the tension of pulling back the bow and the arrow. Like hold on, it's like this. It's like oh, my flower didn't. Here. Yeah, it's like that. You know, like because I'm imagining the suppression creates a lot of tension, right? It creates a lot of tension. It's the same as like the tension of drawing back a bowstring and then the arrow being released from the bowstring. Now, fascinating, because the arrow being loose, your energy, it's like once this weight is dropped, once the suppression is dropped, and the zebra energy is like let loose, it's gonna be like fast momentum, like shit's gonna start moving in your life, like it's gonna be good. I mean, well, I presume for you it's gonna be good. We haven't gotten to that part yet, but hold on. But no, it's cool because all right, hold on, wait. So I'll show. I can't show you yet, but I'll show you at some point. I'll put the picture. But at the end of this, I'll show you a picture of my table. But the loosed arrow right now is moving towards the future direction here. So it's like right now I can't even see where the arrow is firing because it's like to the blank spot on the where I haven't pulled cards yet. So the momentum is going to also be taking you. It's actually going good. The momentum is going towards the future direction, right? Which is like ideal. That's ideal, right? Of course. So all right. Let's see. Let's clarify the past. Oh, the victory wreath on the bottom of the deck. Momentum and victory. Baby. We like to see it. All right. Clarify the past lives card. What is that? Ancestors. That's called the ancestors, especially. But yeah, spirit guides, angels, and ancestors come through. Explain yourselves. Why are you here? What is this past lives energy here? What is this karmic portal? It always reminds me almost about also the womb. Oh my god. Oh, all right. This is a crazy energy. All right. What is this energy here? Like let's let the cards speak for themselves here. Oh my god. How did that happen? Wait, one card tried to flip, but it flipped two other cards, and it's the cat and the dog and the victory wreath again. Again, the victory wreath came out, but with the cat and the dog, like what? I'm going crazy, guys. I'm going crazy. Wait. Oh wait, the cat and the dog though. That's so cool. I like that. Wait, what is this pet? What? Okay, so there's a sense of oh, oh. Okay, wait. On the bottom of deck energy is a snarling dog. So that God, that has got. I was so happy before to see the cat and the dog, but now the snarling dog. It's like being attacked by these five sticks. But this is the bottom deck energy, and you're moving from the 5 to the 6. Interesting. Okay, wait. So there's like a karmic clearing here, or like a reward for something that's been done in the past, or like karma that's been cleared in the past coming in here, like a karmic boon or blessing coming in here. for things that you have endured is what I'm sensing with this card. So this is like times when you have been kind of attacked in this energy here, in the past energy, in the, whether that be in this life or past lives or your ancestors, like, or in your lineage, right? This could also be from your lineage, like things that, but also just you, like you in the past, or like experiences up to this point, right? Like times when you've been kind of cornered like that, um, here, and there's a sense of something coming in here, like something really like I don't know. It's weird with the cat and the dog. Like I somehow like it's like a companion. Like it's got real companion energy. Like it's like the two, like man's two best companions or whatever, two most common human companions, pet animals, right? Or the cat and the dog. But then it's funny because I got them together, and it's like they're like companions for each other right now in this reading. Fascinating. And then like a victory wreath of like this sort of coming together. So there's a sense of like companionship here. Um, like success in that, or also, but just in general, the cat being like something that you like really care about. So whatever it is that like you care most about, like that, you know what that is for you, like whatever you cared about like the most. Um, yeah, and it's like it's there for you also with the, there's like a sense of loyalty with the dog energy as well, and the victory wreath. Whoa, that's really cool. That's really beautiful. I like this a lot for you. Now we're getting into the good shit. All right, so okay. So this is about, all right, so this is about advice for embodying your soul's essence here. Right. Okay. So I do want to keep it in the context of the reading. Um hmm. You know what? So far, to be honest, the only thing is like to just trust that so far you can like let go of these weights and like run with the zebra energy, like whatever's suppressing you. Like you kind of just have to like let the tension of that like fire you like a like momentum into whatever direction is like lighting you up, like whatever it is that you know, follow that kind of intuitive pull for you here. It's kind of the vibe because it's like gonna be like there's a really successful positive energy coming in for you here. All right, we're gonna clarify next the celebration card. Spirit guides, angels, ancestors. What do we need to know about the celebration? Let's see. Okay. Interesting. We got the ill-gotten swords and the bonfire, which is the five of swords, and the the king of wands here. Hmm. Okay. Yeah. There's a sense of like balancing of scales here. Like with the, because it's specifically, you know, with the ill-gotten swords. So it's interesting because it's not the normal five of swords, which is like, you know, talks about kind of more like maybe like arguments or conflicts, but this one kind of has almost more of a implication of like what was stolen from you being like returned to you. And with the fire here, and that being like your essence or your fire, like your inner fire, because we're talking about like your soul here, you're embodying your soul's essence. And it's like, it's kind of like, it's kind of like that feeling of kind of triumph over adversity, triumph over betrayal, or you know, being stolen from, your energy being like drained or siphoned or being kept, kept down and suppressed for a long time, right? Being, maybe backstabbed or whatever, gossiped, whatever. Like, maybe people like not, talking bad to your dreams or try to, keep you from following your inspirations, all that kind of stuff that could like be uh, like dimming your fire, dimming your flame, um, and keeping you like in this energy for like a long time, right? But it's like ultimately like your inner fire becomes stronger than that, or like it never fully dies out. You always keep it like alive. I'm imagining now like Charmander. You know what I'm saying? Like Charmander in the rain with the little, like if his fire goes out, he would die, the little Charmander, but he kept it alive. Um, right. And this for you is like the inner fire, the bonfire, and it's like your inner fire growing to the point that it becomes like a full like raging bonfire here. And that becoming something that like that's a call for like celebration for you as like your spirit team, but also you like you and like your whoever it is, it's like your friends and allies along this journey here. As you come to like nurture that inner fire more, um, it's like celebrating, triumphing that like despite the fact that there's been like these kind of like adversities or negative energies here, it's like it hasn't it hasn't snuffed out your fire. Kind of that's the message of that there. That's interesting. Okay. Um, yeah. Or like if you are in the yeah, it's like there's a fascinating energy of like being able to turn even betrayals around into something to like celebrate if you can like alchemize the energy in such a way to like fuel yourself like spiritually kind of thing, which is kind of fascinating. All right, so last card here we have the guidance. We're going to clarify this one. Let's see, what do we need to know? Spirit guides, angels, ancestors, tell us about the guidance. What is your final guidance for this viewer today? Oh gosh, we got a bunch of guidance cards. We got another sword card, two more sword cards. Fascinating. We got the chewed pencils and we got the feather of truth. All right, there's a message. Okay, the feather of truth, the double-edged sword. Then also we have the chewed pencils and the battered sword. Right. So this would be Judgment, the Page of Swords, the Nine of Wands, and the Justice card. So there's going to be several messages here. Take what resonates with you. The Feather of Truth talks about your intentions being like weighed, your heart being weighed against the feather here, for a level of purity here. It does seem to be that being like a test you pass. However, there is the issue of like for this next level of your soul's embodiment here, like the part that can't come with you. It's not a matter of like purity of heart for you. It's more a matter of like the mind. It's like letting go of like a certain amount of the critical mind. That's being like the limiting threshold for you at this level now. Because the double-edged sword, it's the Page of Swords. It talks about the mind. We have this card at the beginning here, way at the beginning, the schizophrenia card being like the major blockage for you here, or like the thing to overcome here, which was the indecision of the mind or the inability to sort of take the leap here, or the thought process is being jumbled, or the mind causing confusion or something. There could be critical thoughts here. The chewed pencils talks about being like a bit too self-critical of your creativity. because it's like a level of like anxiety over like the things you're creating, to the point where you're like gnawing on your pencils, like kind of energy here. And then the battered sword kind of it talks about, well, it's justice. So it talks about your soul wanting to bring through something, also like something that speaks of a higher calling as well. Um, so this would kind of bring back to the zebra's message of a certain level of care for humanitarian efforts, sort of ultimately, or that being like one aspect that's important for you, like not to forget entirely in this whole thing here. Um, it's like, what is this is all for the greater good ultimately. Here there has to be like a thing of like not losing sight of like this all being for the greater good, where your soul has very beautiful high ideals here. That could be the message, but it's like the main thing being, though, it's like the mind being the limiting factor for you here, or something about the mental processes needing to be dropped for you. All right. Yeah. So that's your message. I'm going to wrap it up for you here, pile number one. Thank you very much for watching. If you got something out of this video, click the like button. If you want to see the cards, stick around for a second, because I'll show you the cards on the table in just like a second if you stick around. Comment down below if you have something to say. Um, Subscribe if you like my vibe and you're new to the channel. Welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. I love you. And until next time, with more words from the heart. Welcome in those of you who chose pile number 2 with this yellow heart here. This is going to be your reading about guidance messages to help you embody more of your soul's essence, embodying your soul. That's what we're here to talk about today. I'm going to be channeling your spirit guides, angels, and ancestors to deliver helpful messages for you. What do you need to hear right now about embodying your soul? The first card you have is the Eagle from the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit Oracle deck. We have the Eagle. Fascinating. So, this is it's very visionary. The Eagle. See, it's very perceptive. It's very the eagle's flying high above the landscape. The eagle sees from a higher vision. The eagle is also very decisive. The eagle knows when to take action, like when to swoop, like when to act. And then this eagle here in the card is actually kind of swooping down with its like talons open here. So there's a sense of having vision. Your soul is very the essence of what's wanting to embody through here. It's very visionary, having a higher vision, but then also decisive. So taking the action steps that are necessary to bring the thing down to earth as well. So because I'm thinking the eagle, the higher vision, it's very up in the sky, but then it can swoop down to earth very quickly to concretize something, to pounce on a particular opportunity for a hunt, or it's a predator prey thing, right? To catch the mouse or whatever, right? This being metaphor for you here, for whatever it is that you're here to be doing, right? So interesting. So we're going to read from the book for you here. There might be a message in this for you. So let's see. Give me a moment. Where is it? I think it should be here. Okay. So, all pervading power, truth seeker, transforms karma. Right. So there's going to be something there. That's some of the core essence of what your soul's mission here is, or at this moment, what your soul is asking of you here. So some fundamental traits are that sense of like very powerful, like an all pervading sense of power, and being a relentless truth seeker. So maybe that's part of your soul's mission as well, being a relentless truth seeker, right? And being unafraid to speak on those things as well, because it is an air energy. The noble eagle emanates the light of the sun. This great bird is both physically and spiritually strong. It represents mastery over the elements of fire and air. When the eagle appears, you'll soon be thrown into the karmic fire for the sake of your transformation. The eagle pushes us to be our best and brightest selves and stops at nothing to see us shine. Grasp the sun in your talons and hold on for the ride. You are stronger than you think, eagle child. When in balance, bright, radiant, challenges. When out of balance, controlling. To bring into balance, step into the unknown. Indeed. All right. Fascinating. So that's where we're starting out. We're going to use this Osho Zen Tarot to get some more details, context, storyline, messages for you here. What do you need to know? Spirit guides, angels, and ancestors, speak through me. All right, interesting. I want to keep shuffling for a moment still, but I want to show you the first two cards you got so you don't get too bored with me in the meantime. We got the slowing down card and the courage card. The slowing down is kind of paradoxical. It's a bit opposite of what I would expect from this eagle energy. But hold on, I want to pull one more still, at least one or two more. Let's see. Spirit guides, angels, ancestors. What else? Oh, okay. Well, that came with two. All right. So, in the meantime, we got this isolation, this Three of Swords, heartbreak card, or heart healing, I should say, healing of previous heart pains. And then ripeness and letting go, which go well together, to be honest, which is interesting. Okay. What do we got? So slowing down. Courage. So the slowing down is the Knight of Pentacles. The courage would be the Strength card. Isolation is the Three of Swords. Ripeness, Nine of Pentacles. Letting go, Eight of Cups. Okay. So there's a sense here of your soul, like the current thing it's going through, or the current phase, to help you to bring more of your essence into embodiment here. It's like maybe you do have this strong, powerful, like eagle energy soul here, but it's kind of like if it might not be able to fully be expressed at the moment. There may be blockages towards you may be experiencing obstacles also like externally coming up here, and it's because actually spirits try to redirect you, or your soul is trying to redirect you back in towards yourself here, to go into a heart healing journey, or into a healing phase here, a slowing down phase. Or well, the slowing down is like a temporary thing. It's just to call you back into yourself for a certain level of like healing and release here. With this courage, there's the level of heart healing that's necessary here for you, or like a shedding of some sort of like old layers of something here. The courage card being the Strength, which does talk about like love and compassion and that heart energy, and then this isolation would being like releasing of pain and heartache here. from the past, which does sort of block our energy from flowing, especially the higher essence of our soul here can't really be in the vessel if it's fully embodied in the vessel, if the vessel is full of, if the system is full of these frozen chunks of blocked energy, stagnant energy from past pains, right? So there's a sense here of like there's a level of like ripeness of like certain things are ready to be let go of for you here. Um, the fruit being dropped here, the ripeness of the fruit being dropped from the tree is the same message as this water droplet here dropping from that leaf and then merging back into the pool again here. And also the water drop is the same like idea. The water drop here, it's like the teardrops on this isolation card here. So the sense of like maybe like a level of emotional purging that needs to happen here, like some tears perhaps need to be shed. Interesting. Okay. But it's like leading to like beautiful growth here, but there's like a sense of like needing to come back to yourself and nurture yourself and maybe like slow down and give some more energy to the feminine side of yourself here, or give some more feminine nurturing to yourself here. um yeah, give yourself a bit of time and space to go into a more sensitive process with yourself here. That's interesting. All right, we're gonna clarify now with this clarifier deck. Beautiful stuff. What's next? I'm curious. Getting tongue tied. All right, I'm curious for you here. Let's see. Spirit guides, angels, ancestors. What do you need to know about the Eagle card? The uncarved pentacle. Okay. Oh, that's a pretty cool visual, first of all. It's kind of like the circle where the eagle is diving towards. Look at that. So the uncarved pentacle is the Eight of Pentacles. It kind of talks about your potential, but you have to like work for it here. And it is gold, and this kind of the eagle has this golden energy to it. So it's like this golden energy. Your soul, it's like, yeah, there's a golden energy to this. Um, and wanting to like grasp that potential here, like wanting to like really like, because it's in this person's hand and I can see the eagle's talons like wanting to come like you know. That's not an eagle sound, I'm sorry, but and it like, yeah, oh man, there's something like really, it's like there's such a strong desire here for like to just really go and like make the most of your potential here. It's like you have the will or the spirit to like do the work here, but then there's a weird sense of like you being called to like slow down or take a step back or something here. This is almost like a workaholic energy or like then perhaps, or like interesting maybe for some of you. um hmm It's like a really like go-getter energy. And like there is a lot of beautiful potential. Um, right. But I want to continue clarifying here. I might return to that message. We'll see. But I want to keep moving down the line. Okay, but before I continue, I will say on the bottom of the deck we have this. And then okay, yeah. So there's a lot of pentacle energy. So maybe there's like level of like material ambition, or maybe your soul has a level of something it wants to create like materially as well, or experience a certain level of abundance, create a certain level of abundance, or create a certain like a level of like success in your career or in your material ambitions. Like you want to create something unique to your soul's essence, whatever that is going to be for you. The details, like whatever it is that your soul's like work is here. But there's a sense because on the bottom of the deck, there's a lot of pentacles energy. Is why I'm saying all this about like bringing it into the material. But like on the bottom of the deck, there's this Five of Pentacles, this winter storm energy. So there's a sense of like maybe a drive or like a fear of like failure, or a fear like there's like sense of yeah, like a drive under, because and then under that is the grapes, which would be like just abundance. Like, so these are two contrasting energies quite on the bottom of the deck here. This would be like total lack and total abundance. Um, so there's maybe a sense of like that being like some like motivating factor in your storyline here. Or there could be like a rags to riches kind of situation. Maybe that's some part of what your soul is here to experience, is like rags to riches through your own work, through your own efforts, through your own power, maybe mastering your own power here, coming into a level of mastery of your own power to the point that you're able to completely transform your physical circumstances from this level of like scarcity and lack into a state of abundance for yourself. Fascinating. All right, we're going to continue on though. There could be more. Like I said, I might come back to that, but I don't know. So, all right, let's go on. Spirit guides, angels, ancestors. What do we need to know about slowing down? Slowing down. Let us know. I'm going to slow down my voice just for this card, just for this one. Another Pentacles card, the Nine of Pentacles now with the Hooded Falcon. So a level of discipline needed to be applied as well. Maybe slowing down is not easy for you. It's not necessarily always easy for me either. Like, I have to put in a conscious effort now to even speak at this slower pace at this moment, because like the energy is a bit high and I'm having to bring myself down and slow my vibration just a little bit, slow my mind a little bit, right? Interesting. So a disciplined practice of slowing down. So maybe something also for you could be beneficial of making time every day. Making time every day to have a slow moment, or to have time just to yourself, or like you have time for journaling or meditation or a nap, whatever it is for you. Like, just time to like integrating a little bit more intentional slow living into your life. And that's going to have to be a bit of a conscious discipline, something you have to like choose to do every day for yourself here, to bring a little bit more intentionality, slowness, intentional slowness into your life here will be for you beneficial at this time. All right, let's clarify the courage card. Spirit guides, angels, ancestors, what do you need to know? Or what does the viewer need to know? What do you need to know? I'm talking to you. That's why I said it like that. About the courage card. I don't know. That was weird. I didn't even like properly start shuffling, but they two like sort of slipped into my fingers, and I was like, "Do I take those?" And I was like, "Yeah, take those." And I was like, "Oh, I take those." Okay. Weird. But sometimes that's how it goes. All right. So we have the restraints and the helping hand, which is kind of cool because there's like hands. It's like hands. Like the helping hand card, but then on the restraints card, like the only thing we're seeing is the rope and the hands tied behind the back here. So this is the Eight of Swords and the Queen of Swords, clarifying the courage card. Now there's a fascinating thing of like, there's a message here. Oh, and then the ram on the bottom of the deck. So the emperor. So like pride and stubbornness. So there's a sense of like needing to be a little bit more humble and surrender your pride and be willing to also like ask for help from others to get yourself out of a bind when you need. Like if you're a hyper independent person, maybe perhaps also as well. Also knowing when and how to reach out for others and ask for help to untie yourself from situations or like things that are binding you. It maybe takes a little bit of courage for you to be able to ask for help. Maybe. Um, it would be good if you could. It would be good. You deserve it. Make things easier on yourself. All right, that's an interesting message. This isolation card. What else do we need to know about isolation? Spirit guides, angels, ancestors. Spill the tea. Hmm. Okay, we got one. Let's see. Ooh, the paper lanterns. Wow. Interesting message there. What? Okay, so the paper lanterns is the 10 of Pentacles. I just want to say you have in order on the table so far, from left to right so far. We had there's some swords cards in between, but we had the 8 of Pentacles, the 9 of Pentacles, and now the 10 of Pentacles. It's going sequentially. That's cool. That's really good. Like you're making progress. Um, but well, it hinges on your willingness to cry it out. You have to be willing to cry and be vulnerable with your feelings. Let this emotional purging process. Like I said, this kind of is the key for you here to like let it go, let it go. Like, you know, take like the paper lanterns would say like fortune and blessings associated to what it's clarifying. So like your fortune and your blessings kind of come in, or like the energy for you unblocks here. Your soul embodiment kind of comes in for you more here when this ice is melted. And this ice, it talks about like previous heartbreaks that cause you to, you know, guard your heart, to freeze parts of yourself, to, to build walls around yourself out of protection so you don't get hurt again in the same way. But then those like same walls that you build around yourself also keep life out. They keep your blessings out. They keep your soul trapped, right? They keep you from expressing yourself in a free and uninhibited way. So there's like a sense of like needing to melt all of the ice around your heart, and the way you melt that is rainbow tears. The way like through crying it out, like feeling the pain again. You know, not to torture yourself, but like to release, let it come up and out and up. Interesting. All right, let's see. Let's clarify the ripeness card. What else do we need to know? Spirit guides, angels, ancestors, come through. Okay. Interesting. We have the blindfold now. The grapes is on the bottom of the deck again. The ripeness talks about something, the moment being ripe here. But it's like with the moment for what? Oh my goodness, what is this energy? You're blindfolding yourself to something here? So this is the Two of Swords, but it kind of would talk about like you putting the blindfold over your own self, which is kind of crazy. I don't know if I understand that. Well, the moment would be ripe for you to take the blindfold off. For fuck's sake, like that's the message I'm getting with that. Like, well, That's the weird thing because the blindfold is like willful ignorance here. Um, Interesting. Okay. Well, okay. I this okay. I need. I need to get more information to be honest. There's not enough here. All right, we're going to I don't always do this. We're going to clarify the clarify the clarifier here for you. Hold on. What is this blindfold? What is this willful ignorance? What is this about? Please, spirit guides, angels, and ancestors. I need to know more here. Please, clear, accurate, and concise messages. Thank you. Mhm. Okay. Well, so what almost came out, what I saw almost come out was the Seven of Swords and the Ten of Pentacles, which is relevant because the Ten of Pentacles was already here. So there's a sense of a fear of like material loss, which is interesting. Because then also we have this Five of Swords and Ace of Swords. Okay. So an ending of conflict or getting of clarity of conflict or like making a decision about something about how to like bring it. Oh, there's a fucking eagle on this Ace of Swords cards, guys. Oh my god. I'm freaking out. I'm bugging out, guys. Oh my god. What? Dude. You're fucking shitting me. Look, I'm not kidding. There's an eagle. Oh no, why? There's an eagle on this card, I'm freaking out because this is a double-sided deck. Also, like this side of the card does not have an eagle on it. It came on this side of the card that has the eagle. Wow. So there's something here about your soul coming in with the truth to cut through the fucking clear. Oh my! Well, good thing I reached for that other deck because I was confused until this. Oh my god! Maybe you were confused. Maybe you were confused. Maybe. Oh my. Okay. Okay. All right. I'm with you now. I'm with you. I'm with you. We're gonna get through this together. Okay. I promise. We're gonna get through this together. So, if you're still with me, if this is making sense to you, God bless your soul. So there's a sense of your soul coming in here, wanting to bring in clarity to the mind's level, like okay, to cut through like an illusion or self-imposed like ignorance or like not seeing a clearness of a situation or like a stalemate in a conflict or like ooh, the truth of like it's going to be very different things for different people, but there's either like going to be like having to walk away from a situation where there's been conflict, or for some of you a need to like apologize where you have been in the wrong actually and you weren't able to like recognize it because of like a certain level of like you had your and maybe like somebody helps you to realize this or a certain conversation or you get some like guidance or something because your hands feel like tied here and it's maybe like you need like outside guidance or to like reach out to someone or like yeah, fascinating, but there's like something of like the truth like ultimately coming through or like you're going to like the path will ultimately become clear to you through like your own soul, like it'll be like an internal level of clarity coming in ultimately that cuts through all of the illusion here with this Ace of Swords and the eagle kind of coming in. Oh my god, I was like the energy was I was getting tired for a second or that yeah, like my energy was personally dipping until I saw this like eagle synchronicity and now I'm like woo, I'm zooted. All right. That's crazy. Wow. What the hell? Right. So it's got this level of internal clarity coming in for you that's going to like you're going to remove the veil from your own eyes, and there'll be like a level of like you just know what to do sort of with the situation, and the next action will sort of follow naturally because the ripeness card talks about like when the fruit is ripe, it just sort of naturally falls from the tree. Fascinating. And you'll figure out whatever the resolution for this Five of Swords conflict situation, like either, like whether that be like amends need to be made, apologies need to be made, like bridges need to be mended, or, like things need to walk away from something toxic or something here. But the thing is, like, you have to also, yeah, to just come into like a level of like being able to be honest with yourself of like where your own wounding maybe affected something, like with the isolation card. Um, or like that you could be in the potentially like yeah like in the wrong partially or like in needing to make amends or offer an apology in some direction, which is interesting for some of you. If that resonates, you'll know. Anyway, so letting go, let's see, last card, let's clarify that one here. um Spirit guides, angels, ancestors, what's the last message? What are we letting go of? What are they letting go of? What are you letting go of? Fuck me, the bird in flight. What? Wait. So, okay. I I can't make this up. So the bird in flight. So you're letting go of your soul, letting go of the control. The eagle talked about control in the beginning. Letting go of control so the soul can like take flight. Guys, I can't. I can't. Look at these. Look at these. I these. It's so much bird synchronicity, and then you have the hooded falcon also earlier. The bird in flight. Letting go of the bird in flight. Huh. Okay. I almost want to look in this other little guidebook about the bird in flight here just to see, is there like, there might be like a little message about, I think it's the Knight of Swords, if I remember. Yeah. Unbiased thought and fair mindedness. Okay. Yeah, that does confirm. Right. So I'm going to read the whole message to you because there may be, for some of you, maybe need to hear. It's pretty short. All right. That kind of confirms what I was saying, especially about the blindfold and the sense of conflict, and the restraints and stuff here. So like seeing where you potentially maybe have been biased because of like how your past wounding has colored your view of a situation here, or put like a blindfold on you here, of the perspective you came from in a situation here. Interesting. All right. Birds in flight grace the sky behind the page, knight, queen, and king of swords in both the Rider-Waite-Smith and the This Might Hurt tarot. In divination, flight is connected to the concept of freedom, and birds are connected to the air, which symbolizes thought. Therefore, a flying bird represents free, rational thought. Most people believe their decision making is rational, but in reality, cognitive biases continually affect our beliefs and distort our judgment. Ooh, well, confirmation / clearing burp. Oh my God. Human beings have a tendency towards confirmation bias, paying attention to information that supports our pre existing beliefs, values, and desired outcomes while rejecting information that contradicts them. The bird in flight symbolizes a nearly impossible goal, a truly open mind that takes things as they are. And as a clarifier, this card lands on a card to encourage you to see the facts for what they are. Is your perception being distorted by what you want to see or what you already believe? Yeah, interesting. So fascinating. Wait, this kind of took a turn. I need to try and wrap this back up again. Because there was a sense here at the beginning of like needing to like slow down and take more time for yourself for like a level of like emotional things, but maybe it has to do with like a connection or like collaboration or like a direction in your work or I don't know. Fascinating here. Hmm. There's a sense of like in order to like get at this like pentacle in the beginning here to like capture this full potential for yourself, like there is this sort of like pentacle, like this opportunity, this golden like energy about yourself here, or like what your soul's trying to express and manifest into this world, because for you there's like a lot of pentacle energy, so your soul's trying to create something very physical here, but it's like maybe you can't do it all by yourself without help, and so you do need to be able to like work with other people or find the right people to work with or like specific certain people, and maybe there's been like some sort of struggles with that, and it's caused, there's like a lot of like mental, it's like for you it's all this pentacle energy and then this air, this swords energy. It's just so much swords and pentacles. um Gosh, it's kind of heavy energy, guys, but we're getting through it. So we're almost done. So we're wrapping up. So you have to, for sure, you have to be willing to be a little bit more flexible in your mind state, or change your mind state, or you know, heal your, reach a level of like emotional healing, or purge a level of like emotional heart healing here, because that will sort of uh, clear clear the mind as well, to allow this sort of higher vision, this eagle energy to express through you in a much more clean way. um yeah, fascinating. That is really cool reading. I like that. All right. I'm gonna wrap it up for you here. I'm also gonna put a picture, so stick around because I'm gonna put a picture of the card so you can see what I'm seeing on the table here. Yeah, otherwise, like the video if you got something out of it. Comment down below if you would like to. I always like reading your comments. Subscribe if you like my vibe and you're new here. If you're a returning viewer, welcome back. I love you. And until next time, with more words from the heart. Welcome in, those of you who chose pile number 3. As you can see, it's a different day. It is now sunrise. I went to bed last night and new day arose, new flower, um, new energy. So it is what it is for your reading. So we're bringing in something fresh for you here. We have, you chose this green heart. You chose pile number 3. We're going to channel your spirit guides, angels, ancestors. I'm going to channel for you your spirit guides, angels, ancestors to tell you exactly what you need to know in this moment. I can't tell you, the whole everything, all the details about your whole soul's journey, but I can tell you something that you need to hear right now in this moment, about how to embody your soul more in this physical manifest experience, embodying your soul's energy and essence. You have in the animal spirit, wild unknown animal spirit oracle, you have the hawk card. Interesting. A bird. The hawk. So it's a very visionary energy. It's very high flying, very intelligent, perceptive. Can see the bigger picture of things for sure. Um, has a plan or a vision for the future, perhaps. Your soul, at least, anyway, is what's wanting to be brought through here. Interesting. There's confirmation. Funny. I heard a beep there. The mic might not have picked it up, but um. All right, let's see. I'm gonna read to you also from the book because this could have some messages for you here. So be patient with me. Let's see. Okay. Watchful, all-seeing, messenger of divinity. Interesting, right? So your soul also you might be someone who uses your voice or your communication, or your soul's essence wants to come through also in the air realm, the realm of communication, or being a messenger of the divine. Fascinating. And there's also a sense here of like I said, like being observant or all-seeing or watchful or present, or or being aware of certain details as well. I'm seeing like the eye of the hawk can pick up like sharp details very sharply. It's really feeling to me at this moment like mercurial, like Virgo, Gemini kind of magician energy, like sort of here. You may or may not have like prominent planetary placements in those signs, but anyway, I'm going to continue reading for a moment here. The sharp eyes of the hawk watch our every move. This keen-eyed bird has the ability to see every detail as well as the bigger picture. Fascinating. So yeah, seeing both the details and the bigger picture is a powerful skill. Being able to zoom in and out, also kind of Sagittarius and energy as well, the big picture. It's Virgo Sagittarian axis or something like that's interesting. When this card appears, fate has its eyes on you, and the winds are shifting. It is said that the hawk carries news upon its wings and is sent from divinity itself to deliver it. This message should not be taken lightly. Though it may seem small or insignificant, it will eventually redirect your course. When in balance, sees clearly, intuitive. When out of balance, sees too much, suspicious. Now that's kind of feeling like Piscean almost. Funny. To bring into balance, perspective shift. I think I mentioned all the mutable signs. I don't know why. To bring into balance, perspective shift. Yeah. All right, fascinating. So, right. So fate. So there's a sense of also like your soul being like able to also catalyze other people's fate as well, or you be like the spark that like ignites other sparks like sort of forward through the like kind of communication that comes through you sometimes, or through your ability to perhaps maybe you have a gift or will unlock a gift of being able to sort of see the bigger picture of the puzzle, or see of a certain plan or a certain organization or a certain vision, and you can sort of, there's also kind of a good manager energy, um if you don't like helicopter mom it. Excuse me, but do you know what I'm saying? Like, but this potentially is a good like manager energy, for the sense of being able to like understand all, on one hand, like the higher picture vision of something, but then on the other hand also being able to get into the details and work with details, as long as you don't like helicopter mom it too much, like I said. Fascinating. So, but that's just the beginning here. We're gonna pull some more tarot. We're gonna pull some tarot cards from this Osho Zen. More cards, tarot cards. Yes. To get some more narrative storyline. What do we need to know here? Messages. What do you need to hear? Spirit guides, angels, ancestors, speak through me. Ooh, we have the ancestors coming through right away with this past lives card. Look at that. Oh, look at that. Fascinating. All right. That's a heavy hitting card right off the bat. It's kind of mysterious. It's something about seeing between the realms or seeing beyond the veil, perhaps, potentially for some of you. Fascinating, but we're going to continue. More information, please. Thank you, Spirit. Oh. Yeah. All right, what did we get? We got the Mind card next. Fascinating. So there's like a dichotomy here. I kind of want to do it like this, to be honest, fam. Like, look at this. Like, what if like this is like you on the surface? Because we're talking about like embodying the soul and like what how to embody more of your soul's energy here. And it's like, what if for you, what I'm getting, listen to me for a sec. It's like this is you, the normal you, or the 3D you, or whatever. And this is like what's underneath when this falls away. Wait, I'm gonna drop the card. I don't want to drop it all off the table. Wait a second. Oh, yeah. This is what's underneath. You see, like when the mind falls away, it's like all of that's underneath. You feel that? The winds of change are coming for you with this hawk, it was saying here. So it's like underneath the mind, there's like this portal to this whole like well, ancestral wisdom. Maybe you're like someone who wants to like, maybe your soul wants to come through as like a channeling type of energy, but like your mind is sort of struggling a little bit here with that. All right, but hold on. We got 3 other cards. Wait. Hold on. There's three fell out as a stack, and there's All right, on top it all looks pretty because we got the abundance card, but like what's underneath? Wait, hold on. What's underneath? We got politics and schizophrenia. Yeah, right. So, well, it's like, yeah, like, don't we all want the abundance? But like, what? Oh my god, you're cracking me up. You're making me laugh. It's too funny. It's really funny energy. This the abundance, and then but it's like, so we all want this abundance, but then what blocks our own abundance? Because you got all this mental energy. This is all 3 mental cards here. The mind would be the Page of Swords, and then you have this 2 of Swords, 7 of Swords energy. So, and then, oh wait, I need 2 hands. Oh my god, I need the microphone down. I need 2 hands. Wait a sec. I put it close to me. Maybe I can still talk. Huh? All right. So you see how it's like what blocks your abundance here is the same thing. It's the mind, or like this energy here, like what's underlying it. You know what I'm saying? This is the limiting factor here, and it's actually self-created in your own mind. Anything that's like blocking your manifestations of abundance, the true abundance your soul wants to experience on this planet here. But it's like what's blocking it is politics and schizophrenia, which is all what? Mental garbage, baby. You know it. You know what it is. You know it when you smell it, but like, like, look at this card. Tell me you can't like smell this card right here. Like, look real. God. Oh yeah. The mind though be like stanky sometimes in its energy. If you if you know what I mean. Like this one. This dude like smells like he's stinky. Like slimy. Like this guy. This fucking guy, man. All right, we're gonna clarify these cards for you. Now, the thing is, like politics energy, it's like we all like want to point fingers at the politics, the bad politics outside of us, we all know it's there. You know it when you see it, the bad politics all around you. But wait a sec. Can you get real with me about the bad politics, the schizophrenias, the bad politics of your own mind? Hey, like, we got to do the inner work first before we go pointing our fingers at the outer world. Hey, don't be like pointing fingers. Don't be like making funny faces in the mirror, like pointing your finger at the mirror. Be like, what the fuck is wrong with your face in the mirror? You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry. I'll calm down. I love you. I'm just being funny. I'm just acting. Just, being performative. All right. But that's kind of like the mind energy, what the mind does sometimes with its politics, like kind of thing. And we have to understand, like, if we're like really coming into like our soul's essence and being like creators of our reality here, and like you got to get a level of control over the mind, or like drop some of these like old outdated programmings that are allowing the mind to run rampant and like make all of these fucking weird like energies that are blocking your shit, blocking your abundance. I'm sorry, excuse my French. Your good shit. And so you have to say it, properly. I'm sorry, I'm making myself. This is my sense of humor. I make myself laugh. All right, we're gonna clarify the Hawk card. Spirit guides, angels, ancestors, speak through me. Tell the truth. What do we need to know? Clear, accurate, insightful clarification of this Hawk energy. What is their soul's essence wanting to be embodied right now, or what is blocking it, or what do we need to know? What's the most relevant message? Speak through me. Okay. I was like getting so pumped up with it. It's fun. Feel the fire. All right. I'm going to shuffle the cards now. Interesting. All right. You got 4 cards. I will take them because it seems important, because they all seem to have a common theme, to be honest. Oh, it made me itchy. This clarification gave me an itch. All right. You have the flowering fields, the hot drink, the winter storm, and the wheelchair. Now, this could be a vision that you have. Your vision sounds like, okay, this could be a message. This could be a double message. So you take this how it resonates for you, but this is like a message of like wanting to be like offering help to others, and also like the process of like learning to need to accept help like along the way of like making your visions come true or something kind of thing. Like, the flowering field is the Page of Pentacles. It talks about like the friends, the fellow other flowers in the field. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not alone on this journey. There's a whole bunch of other flowers in the field, and you can all like network and like collaborate together, like all the other little people in the same similar wavelength as you on a similar sort of flowering journey or whatever, similar whatever fields or vibrations or whatever. There's going to be others. There's going to be others, and the message is like find the others kind of thing with that card. The hot drink is an offer of like collaboration, especially in the winter storm card. This is an awesome message. So it's like the idea of like someone offering a hot drink, it's like someone. The hot drink is this is 4 of Cups and 5 of Pentacles, and it's like the idea being the hot drink is a compassionate, loving offer that someone's giving someone else here. So whatever form that comes in, but this is like especially coming like to someone in need here, someone like left out in the cold, and then someone giving them like a hot cup of cocoa on like a cold winter's day when they've been out in the cold. So that's like so beautiful. And then the last card being like the wheelchair, which again is like a really strong message of like support or giving help or support. And then the wheelchair also has another message of like the wheelchair, despite what connotations you might think of it as an able-bodied person, like for somebody who is like in a disabled body, like a wheelchair, if they need a wheelchair, for them, this is a tool of like absolute freedom. Like this is like liberation here. So like something about like the help that's being given is going to also be like a tool of like liberation for people. It'll be like the support that some people just need. Like some people need that support, man. Like it's okay. Like if their legs don't work, they need a fucking wheelchair, man. Like so what? And it's like you know what I'm saying, and like that's what gives them the freedom, right, to like live their best life in this world and be their best flower in the field or whatever, right? So it's like so something about your higher vision is like something that's going to like enable that on like on a larger scale here, or lead to like a flowering of this sort of compassionate helping energy here, which is really beautiful. Like whatever your vision is, like it's probably something like very compassionate and loving and beautiful here. And it's based on like help and mutual support networks and like caretaking, grassroots. Like, oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right, I'm gonna put them like this, so I don't have to like do the cards too spread out. Hopefully, by the end of this. All right, cool. Coolio. All right, we're gonna move along, moving right along with it. Keeping it pushing. Let's see. Spirit guides, angels, ancestors. Clarify the past lives energy, especially the ancestors come through. Let's see. What do we need to hear? What do you need to hear? All right, we got one, and what's on the bottom? Oh, the snake. Ooh. 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 The destiny card. The fate. Hold on, I'll show you in a second. So you have the bobbing boats. This is your clarifier. For the past lives, the bobbing boats. Which is kind of fascinating. So it's like, oh wait, there's like an ocean on this sort of, oh fam, whoa, it's really trippy. On the bottom, there's like an ocean. So it's like the ocean of the unconscious here. It's like pulling stuff up, being able to tap into that unconscious ocean, like tapping through that portal, tapping across the veil, being able to like reach across and pull over like things. The bobbing, I don't even normally get the message from that. That's like just a combination of those energies here. But then, ooh, the feather of truth. Ooh, whoa, that's cool. Sorry. I got to take it because I love it when this card comes up. There's something because there's also the spirits, like the spirits on this card. All right. So this is what was the bottom deck energy. I'm just showing you. I'm not going to keep them on the table here, but this is the snake, which is the wheel of fortune, and it kind of talks about that movement, the movement of fate in your life here, which is kind of what we were talking about with the hawk energy. And then there's something here about the one, like again, like the connection to spirit here and the channeling. Like this is what I'm really getting in this, especially with the feather of truth, like in this particular thing. And then under that was the double-edged sword, which is this mind card, which is this. Say this is the same card. This right here. The mind is the double-edged sword. Wait, I got to take the opportunity to show you right here this so you understand before I shove it back in the deck. Look. This is the mind. The mind is a double-edged sword. It can help you. It can be your servant, or it can be your own greatest enemy. It can be the thing that blocks you. Your own mind can be the cause of all your own blockages, or it can be the greatest tool of your liberation and your like most powerful like creation instrument. You choose. You choose. Anyway, sorry. I get excited sometimes when I talk. The bobbing boats. So I just want to go back to this one because that was just the bottom deck energy. I just had to go into that for a second. So there's a sense here of, like I said, pulling stuff out of the unconscious. This card also sort of talks about the vicissitudes of life and just having to like laugh at things off, and having a kind of go with the flow attitude, right? So like when there's ups and downs, like if you zoom out, if you take the higher picture perspective, like if you're one of these birds, like you see there's a seagull here, this may as well be the hawk energy, but just taking the bird's eye view of your life situation sometimes, so that when you're on a boat, It's being you're the boat of your personal life is being rocked back and forth and thrown around by life's waves, and there's just forces like way stronger than you. And there's other boats out there. Everybody's boat is being rocked by the ocean of life. All these individual personal lives are getting rocked and thrown around by the forces of nature, like way stronger than us. Like none of us can do anything about it. The whole situation is absurd, right? And if you're stuck in your personal human view, if you're in too small of a view, if you're too zoomed in on the on the individual, like on the daily thing, what I'm saying, too zoomed into your personal self and your personal viewpoint, like you're going to be seasick because you're going to be on the boat, you're going to be in the feeling of being on the boat getting thrown around like by the waves, and you'll get seasick, and you know what I'm saying. But if you can zoom out, connect to talk, pray to your ancestors, connect to the divine, whatever, like take the big picture view, a multi-life view, the past lives energy is like looking through the veil of time here, whatever it is for you, but just taking that bigger picture view, zooming out and being able to see your daily life situations, or like the parts of you that's getting rocked and thrown around. Like you can also take a laugh at those things because it's all kind of silly. That's what this card comes down to. It's like having a laugh. It's like the seagulls. Like the seagulls are just out there. Like these boats are getting these boats are getting rocked, getting their shit rocked, and all the people on the boats are getting seasick by these heavy waves, right? And the seagulls are just flying around them, laughing like, because from their perspective, from the bird's eye view perspective, it looks like toy boats in the bathtub, like whoop, whoop, whoop. This is silly, They could just laugh, right? They're not being affected. So, but you can zoom out of your own life in if you take the bird's eye view perspective of your own life here, it could help get a little bit detachment and control over this mind here. That's kind of the energy. All right. That was a big message for just one card, but I also got in the bottom deck stuff. All right. We're going to move along. I'm going to lower myself back to baseline, reset with a sip of water here. All right. Let's see. What else do we need to know about this mind card here? This Page of Swords. Spirit guides, angels, ancestors. What do you need to know right now? Ooh, creation anxiety. Anxiety about your creative process here. I see. Your soul is being blocked by your own mind, like I was telling you about the double-edged sword of the mind. We have the Nine of Wands with the chewed pencils. This is the mind anxiously chewing the pencils, like while you're busy creating, and you like want to create, or you're like working on the thing, but you're also at the same time like overthinking and nervous and way too in your head about the thing. You have the dog on the bottom of the deck. That's the Fool energy. That talks about like needing to take advice from a wise or trusted companion, especially at this time. Getting a little bit of outside perspective might be helpful. This reading might be helpful for you, perhaps. Hopefully, I sure hope it's helpful for you anyway. But yeah, the creative anxiety. So yeah, it's all in your mind though, man. It's just like, I don't know what to tell you more than that, to be honest. It's just like you're just gnawing at your pencils here because the mind is so like I can't tell you more than like what these pictures could tell you. You just like look at these pictures for like a good like 10 seconds and tell me like if you feel the energy here and see how it's like your own mind doing it to yourself here. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you just look at those chewed pencils and then look at the mind and the mouth on this card. Well, in this card talks that the mind being like, it doesn't, it just like talks bullshit, kind of just be like talking like from nothing, kind of that idea. But also in this sense, I'm seeing the exaggeratedness of the mouth, showing like a sense of the anxiety being translated into like creating a lot of like fear or indecisiveness about the creative process for you here, and just trusting the process. All right, interesting. We're going to move along. What is this abundance energy here? Spirit guides, angels, ancestors, speak through me. What do you need to know? Okay, we got 3 cards. These two are together. This one's separately. We're going to take the separate one first. The Spilt Cup. Okay, the Spilt Cup is the 5 of Cups energy. Uh-oh. Okay, excuse me. I want to flip these other 2 first then. All right, the Restraints and the Mask. What's on the bottom? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. That is a kind of king. All right, it's sort of related to the Pentacles energy again. Well, that's the Knight of Pentacles. All right, so we have the Moon and the 8 of Swords here, and then the 5 of Cups. So yes, this is still you're feeling like blocked with this abundance energy for sure. There's a sense also because we've had this hot drink card earlier, and your vision involves this offering of this cup, but on this card, the cup is spilt. Now, you're lucky because you're in luck because the energy of the spilled cup is a very positive one in the sense it's the 5 of Cups. It doesn't feel positive. It might feel very depressing, and you might feel very like um, disheartened and tied up, or not seeing progress, or not feeling stuck, or with the manifestation process or the creation process, whatever, very disheartened anyway. The spilled cup energy, though, the point of it being it's not a broken cup, because there is a card in this deck where the cup is broken and there you can't fix it and there is no hope, and the only hope is walking away and abandoning the broken cup so that you don't like cut yourself, like try to pick up the glass shards or whatever, right? But no, your cup is a spilled cup and it's perfectly intact, and all it has to do is be turned upright again and filled, right? But the only reason, weird thing is normally that would be so easy to do. Of course, like it's a cup, it's a spilled cup. Like, okay, I'm not going to spill this. This has water on it. I'm not going to spill it. I'm not going to spill it all over my cards right now, but just for demonstration purposes. But if I had a cup that I could spill, like, um, you know, man, I almost want to go grab one. Oh yeah, yes, for real, for real. Hold on. For real. For real. It's a spilled cup, okay? Like I spilled on my table, oopsies. But like, look, I could just pick it up again. It's a good cup, and I could still use it, right? I could still use it. It's still a good cup, right? It's still a good cup. But like, if I have this spilled cup, if I spill it again, and then my hands are tied behind my back, right? My hands are tied behind my back. Oh, it's kind of hard to pick up the cup, right? All right, 2 cups. My gosh. All right, we're gonna put this cup on this side. Put it back here. I don't know where to put it. All right, it's gonna block the tiger a little bit. All right. Oh, now the table's wet. Oh, wait. Okay. So not very much. All right. So, but the fascinating. So, like, that's the kind of the message here. I just wanted. I don't know. I had to act it out to be demonstrative for you here. But the idea being like that's kind of how you're feeling here. It's like it would be so simple to pick it up, but like, oh, but my hands are tied here, and it's like so. But then the final message here, the fascinating thing is like, how do you untie that then? The solution is actually the Mask, which is the Moon card, which this is the Moon card also, by the way, the past lives. So we have a double confirmation here. These are the same energies here. It's wanting you to connect to this deeper energy here. And how do you connect to this deeper energy? In addition to, like I was saying, like, spiritual practices, but then also on the other side, we're talking about embodiment of your soul here. So like, how do we do that? Like, you also have to embrace the fact that like you have a primal, like, animal nature here. And always when like the ancestral energy comes through, it's like spirituality, but like through the root chakra. For me, it's like the very like earthy, it's like drumming, it's like shamanism, it's like primal, like animalisticness, like screaming, like howling at the moon type. Not screaming, well, maybe screaming if that's what needs to come out of you, if you have some things to release perhaps. But like, what I'm saying, but like, just whatever it is, this card talks about the connection to the animal nature of yourself, and connection to nature, as well, but like in the sense of like the primal aspect of yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like when I say the primal animalistic part of yourself, like the shamanistic part of yourself. Like there's something about like that being the connection through here that will like break you out of the restraints of the mind here, the overly rational. It's like if it's like everything's like up in the head for you here, and it's like the energy or the connection maybe, or like the thing that will like get your like like the soul kind of like more in the body, is to kind of like approach it from this like root chakra up type of like embodiment. And you know what I'm saying? Whew. And that will bring in like abundance, because that'll like unblock the root chakra, the sacral chakra energy a lot more as well, and get the creative process flowing for you here. It's kind of funny. Yeah, interesting. Oh, because this abundance card is specifically in this deck also talks about like the balancing of spirituality and materialism as well. It's saying like it's not to fully shun materialism, but to say like you can have like non-attachment to materialism and fully still enjoy the pleasures of the sensuality of the material existence and the abundance of it as well. Fascinating. I'll put those cards like so, like such, like this, like that. A little bit of here, a little bit of there. All right. Great. We're going to move along. We have two more cards to clarify. Thanks for your patience. We're going to schizophrenia card. Let's see. Clarify this one next, please. Spirit guides, angels, ancestors. Spill the tea. What do you need to know right now about this? Two of Swords, indecision energy. Okay, interesting. So we have the Jackalope, and then which is the Queen of Pentacles, and then we have the paper lanterns on the bottom of the deck, which is the Ten of Pentacles. So again, this kind of would talk about the creation and nurturing like of a creative project here. The Jackalope, though, sort of has a connotation of like blending and merging of two things or two energies, because it's the rabbit combined with the deer sort of like transformed into one energy, like into one being sort of. So there's a sense of a level of like blending and merging that happens with the jackalope, and maybe like needing to like surrender to that, or like um being like scary for the mind to like fully surrender and fully merge with what the project wants from you, like what your soul like wants from you here, which would be full embodiment. Like this would be like you, like the mind sort of getting out of the way here and dropping itself, kind of, which is funny, to allow you to like just fall into being what you already are naturally, your weird natural essence, but it's like maybe you've been like masking or something with this politics card. This is which is what's next on the table. Is a sense of like, because there's a sense of like it's already like your soul like is you. It's like you, your most natural essence. So how do you bring that into your embodied experience? It's actually just like a dropping away of everything that's blocking that from just you just being naturally what you are. Which wants to be just this like jackalope energy in this flowering field kind of thing, right? Very natural, but you're feeling like all tied up in the mind. It's all like mental. It's all in your head. The stuff that like blocks it, which is like funny. And the schizophrenia energy talks about like the illusion of the decision being so difficult, of the surrender, is like, because it's like, do I let go with my hands first or my feet first? And it feels like an impossible decision, because the mind thinks both options are going to be like treacherous, like because I'm just going to fall to my like death either way. And it's like, yeah, that part of the mind may die, like part, but that's not you. Like that's not you. It's not your soul. Like that, you know what I'm saying? So let it fall off, let the mask fall off, let the mental things like fall away and die, like just let them, I'm saying, they just need to surrender themselves now. That's kind of the message. All right, because that will bring fortune and abundance for you with this paper lanterns, is what that says. All right, cool. So let's see, last card, clarify the politics, spirit guides, angels, ancestors. Last message here, let's wrap it up in a neat, beautiful bow. Clarity, insight, and accuracy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Ah ha 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 ha. Beautiful. This. Ooh. Oh! Even more beautiful. Wait. We had the sunrise and the paper lanterns. Oh, I said wrap it up in a beautiful bow, and we did. We got the 10 of swords and the 10 of pentacles. My gosh. So all that's blocking your soul's embodiment is your mind, and you just need to have that mental death, the ego death. Let the mask fall away, and you just have this awakening. It's just the light just arises within you. The soul's it just like a light enlightenment moment of yourself when you just surrender the mind to it. And oh my god, that's so funny. Because like all of the fear, all of the anxiety, all of the stuff, all of the woes and the depression and all of that, it's all in your own head, and it's all this, and it's all fake. It's all fucking fake. It's all seven of swords. It's all illusion, and you could just drop it. Boop. And then what's left is the sunrise, and the paper lanterns came out again under the sunrise. I was like, it was just a sunrise at first, and I was like, that's already an awesome outcome. But then not only that, the fortune comes in, the blessings come in, the good fortune, the blessings. Beautiful. I want to sing happy songs for you. You're going to want to sing happy songs. You're going to be like humming to yourself, like, doo, 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 doo. Yeah. Oh. On the bottom of the deck, energy. Look. Look, 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 look. Look, look, look. Okay, I got one more message for you on the bottom of the deck, energy. All right. We got the dog on the bottom of the deck. Okay. Now the dog is like this is another message of that good advice. But imagine like you're the dog also. So you're the dog here. Normally this would be your friend, but all right, in this message I want to give you're the dog, okay? And then look, your dog, you the dog, this is being poked by these 5 sticks. well, isn't that sad for you? I don't like that for you. No, don't do that to the dog. It's so sad. It's so sad. But who's doing that? Who is poking it with the sticks? It's also you. It's your own mind. It's with this anxiety. Like you are poking your own self with these sticks. Like look at this. Look at this. Oh no, it's like the double-edged sword, like I was saying. It's like these pencils I'm seeing are like the same sticks that are poking this dog here in this picture. And that's you doing that to yourself. Don't do that to yourself anymore. That's like a weight and a burden that you could just drop. It's all in your mind. The 10, 10, 10, 10, 10 of wands, 10 of swords leads, when you drop those things, leads to the 10 of pentacles. Ooh, I just need a little bit of ego death for you, or a little bit of drop the mind. It's a very quick surrender as soon as you allow yourself to just get in touch with your more primal self, your true self, your animal nature. Just surrender to who you really are. Allow it to flow, and then you can work on this kind of beautiful higher vision you have more naturally. It'll just flow for you. All right, beautiful. I'm going to put a picture of the cards here, so stick around to the end if you want to see that. Like the video if you liked it, got something useful, insightful out of it, or just enjoyed it in any kind of way. Comment down below if you have something to say. I always like reading your comments. Subscribe if you like my vibe and you're new to the channel. If you're a returning viewer, welcome back. I love you. Until next time, with more words from the heart. Welcome in, those of you who chose pile number 4 with this blue heart. Today is a new day. I slept between the beginning of the introduction and recording your pile, so we're in a fresh energy today. And yes, we're going to dive right into your reading here. What do you need to hear about messages about this current moment, your current moment, about embodying your soul, embodying your soul's essence in this current moment? What guidance do we have for you? You have the Gazelle card. All right. The Gazelle. This one feels very feminine energy to me, very peaceful, in a feminine way. This particular one, even though it has the horns, I don't know, does that mean it's necessarily a male or not? I don't actually know. Do the female gazelles also have the horns? But this one is like it's giving a very sensitive and reactive sort of energy, because the gazelle like is very like reactive to its environment, very perceptive and sensitive to its environment. But it's at rest here, and there's like a sense of like a peaceful, sort of calm, like feminine, nurturing energy coming off this card here. Interesting. We're gonna read from the book here because there may be message in this for you. So let's see here for you. What do we have? The gazelle. Heightened awareness, ability, and vulnerability. So heightened awareness and ability, and also vulnerable. So there's a level of sensitivity which actually gives you a special gift in some type of way. Your soul's gifts are like sort of like hyper attuned, but also there's a sense of like vulnerability or sensitivity to your soul. This is like a highly like artistic kind of energy I'm getting as well, maybe for some of you. Could be. The gazelle represents supreme grace, very graceful soul. With every move, this awe-inspiring beauty emits sophistication and elegance. Gazelle personalities are often hyper-aware of their surroundings, bordering on hyper-vigilant. And this can inhibit them from enjoying the beauty they've spent so much effort cultivating. No more worrying about all those predators out there in the wild. When this card appears, it's time to get back to the present moment. Sit down, find your breath, and acknowledge the bounty that surrounds you. Let it nourish your gentle spirit. When in balance, graceful, perceptive, and artistic. Yeah, like I said. When out of balance, food allergies, insomnia, and a racing mind. Okay. To bring into balance, yin yoga, a cozy home, and good food. So yeah, like self-nourishing, nourishing the feminine side. But yeah, above all, it's like there's a sense of like needing to feel safe in your own body here. Like the way that you embody your soul is to like help your nervous system, give your nervous system what it needs to feel safe and comfortable in your own body, in your present moment experience. Because as long as you're feeling sort of fundamentally, as long as your wiring is still such that you're feeling fundamentally unsafe in your body, like your soul won't be able to fully come to rest in it. This is the primary message coming through for you so far. We're going to get some more information, some more narrative and context and storyline details for you here. Let's see. Spirit guides, angels, ancestors, speak through me. What do you need to hear right now about this embodiment of your soul? Give us more information. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to pause there for a sec. We have so far the dream and ripeness. It's very romantic, sweet energy here. The dream is the Six of Cups, and the ripeness is the Nine of Pentacles. And then what is this face down card here? We have, again, this one, schizophrenia. Jeez, what is it with you guys? You're not the only pile so far who've gotten this one. Anyway, there may be a message for you in another pile, but I won't say which one, just in case. If you know, you know. If that naturally resonates with you. So, yeah, level of mental block there. This moment to moment card on the bottom of the deck, but I want to shuffle for one more still, or at least one more. Let's see. Oh. Well, that was very fast. That happened immediately when I asked for it. A breakthrough happened. I asked for it and it came, the breakthrough. Like, bam. And the moment to moment's still on the bottom because I didn't even get to shuffle the whole deck through. It just like popped out. Like, okay, well, then I guess that wanted to stay in the reading. I guess that's relevant here. Oh, because it did say to be in the moment with the gazelle energy, didn't it? That was the kind of solution for you here. But to be in the moment, but also to feel safe in your body. There's like a level of that, like I was telling you. Yeah. All right, interesting. So there's a sense of like wanting to manifest your dreams, your soul's dreams, your heart's desires here. Your heart's desires. Your heart's desires are actually like ripe for the picking because these cards came out together. It's like maybe you have this sense of like your dreams being something like really far away from you with this energy here. There's like this sort of like weird Cinderella kind of energy vibe going on here. She's like feeling like, oh, this is like some sort of like far off in the stars type of like not realistic for me kind of thing. But actually the message here is like your heart's desires, your heart's dreams are like ripe for the picking for you here. And you can actually just magnetize that into you because there's this very feminine soul essence, like, but the only thing like blocking it is like that like fear of actually um yeah, just the fear, there's like a sense of, the gazelle gives me the sense of fight or flight energy and being in flight energy or being in paralysis energy, either being in flight or freeze. It's not the fight, and it's the gazelle doesn't fight, but it's either in flight or freeze energy always. It's either running away or like freezing. And it's like a sense of just not ever feeling fully like safe in your body. I'm really getting a strong sense with your pile, like just not feeling safe fully in the body and needing to come into that. And that's kind of what I'm getting with the schizophrenia energy. Because, oh, interestingly, yeah, it's like maybe your dreams are ripe for the picking, but you don't even want to drop into that. Like maybe you could fully, maybe it's like you even have the opportunity, but you're like holding on and resisting dropping into it. Whoa, that's crazy. What? Oh my God. Wait, hold on. Because, like, for some, if that resonates, but like with this ripeness card, it talks about the apple is like ready to drop from the tree naturally, and when it is, it just sort of drops. There's like nothing like to hold on to. But it's like you are like this apple, or like your dreams are there, or you're clinging to, like resisting it to just naturally drop, even though it's like ripe and ready to drop. But on this side of the card, there's a sense of the mind like setting up like artificial resistance and causing a blockage to that, but then like that ultimately like being shattered and you having like a breakthrough. All right, whoa, all right, that's a reading. All right, we're gonna go deeper, next layer deeper, guys. We're gonna dig into it. Okay, fam, what are we're gonna start with the gazelle. We're gonna clarify the gazelle card with my clarifier deck, my nifty this might help oracle deck. Okay, this might help you here. Let's see, what do you need to hear about the gazelle card? Spirit guides, angels, ancestors, speak through me. Thank you. Yeah, your romantic, idealistic visions of love, your higher ideals, your dreamy heart, the winged helmet. You got the card. This is the Knight of Cups energy here. Again, it's like very beautiful with this gazelle. Like your soul has like beautiful dreams, beautiful visions. Look at this. Look at this energy. I'm so enjoying this now. This is so beautiful. It feels so pleasant. Your soul is just so graceful and idealistic, beautiful, romantic, dreamy. I love it. That's it. That's all that came out. And just like trusting that dreaminess of it. Like that's like the strength of your soul. Like that's what's wanting to come into your embodiment more now, is that dreaminess, that femininity, sort of embracing that as well. Um, you have the raised cups on the bottom, which is the 3 of cups, which would be like celebration. Interesting. And under that, the mind card, the double-edged sword, being the thing that blocks the sunflower, the happiness. Yeah. All right. We're gonna keep going. Let's see the dream. Let's clarify the dream then. What is your little romantic, dreamy, idealistic vision here of your soul? Get more tea. Spill the tea. Spirit guides, angels, and ancestors, speak through me. I can't. You guys, I can't. He's so cute. You got the bow of arrows. You just want love. You're a little lover. This is the pile of the lovers. This is a little romantic dreamer. And abundance. You want love and abundance. Like, okay. Okay, who doesn't? I get it. Me too. This is my pile, maybe. I don't know. Or I resonate with you, whoever you are. I resonate a little bit with all the piles. But this one, I'm just so happy of the love energy. I'm just feeling it right now with you. I'm in it with you. You have this abundance, the grapes card on the bottom. That's just the bottom deck energy. We'll put that back. Again, the 3 of Cups came, so it's funny. The bow of arrows. Oh my gosh. You want to fall in love. Your soul wants romance. I'm sorry to tell you, if you did not know yourself well enough, your soul is how to bring your soul into the body more. You need some love. You need romantic love, and maybe some physical loving as well. Some of that sexual healing as well could bring you really into your body, baby. You know what I'm saying? But romance overall, it's not just the carnal thing. It's not about that for you, because you have this. For you, it's about a higher love, right? It has to be aligned. It has to be aligned to a higher vision. It's the whole package for you, right? Love is the entire package for you. It's like it almost has to be like a fairy tale element to it. Like your soul is wanting this like epic fairy tale, super idealistic level of love, which is maybe why you're resisting it, because that could actually be kind of scary, to be honest. It's like real love, like real, like this is like drive you fucking mad kind of love, baby. Oh my god. Woo. Oh my god. I'm getting nervous to continue. I'm getting nervous. I'm getting butterflies. For real. Ooh, this is fun. Wait. Apple. Apple. Send help. Okay, I'm gonna shuffle the deck. The fruits of the labor. Wait, I split the deck to the fruits of the labor. Wait, I just want to show you this because it's kind of cool, like the double fruits imagery and the hand reaching out to pick it. Someone wants to pick your fruits. Nibble on your grapes. I'm channeling. Please, I'm sorry. Excuse me. I'm getting if it gets weird. Like it's your energy. Don't blame me. Okay. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm gonna shuffle the deck because I'm getting nervous in this energy, guys. Interesting. So the nervousness, yeah. So the shuffling the deck didn't want to like come together. That wasn't like a easy, clean coming together, which is fascinating. All right, I'm gonna try one more shuffle. Okay, that was a bit better. All right. I'm gonna take a sip of water, reset myself. Spirit guides, angels, ancestors. Let's clarify this ripeness card next. What do we need to know here? Interesting. 8-8. The 8 of Cups, 8 of Pentacles. So there's a sense of walking away from the past and towards a new opportunity. Walking away from anything that's broken, any negative patterns, toxicity, walking away from the past, walking away from attachments to the past, emotional baggage, that kind of stuff. And then walking towards a big fat new opportunity for yourself, like a fresh blank slate, tabula rasa, beautiful golden massive pentacle for yourself here. Awesome. But you got to put the work in for it. But it's like ripe for the picking. This like the golden opportunity pentacle for you. It's like right there. And see, as long as you just like walk away from anything that's like broken, like, you know what I mean? Like, don't, like also including self-sabotaging energy or like attachment to the past. Confirmation / clearing burp for you. Right in the mic, excuse me for that. Didn't do it on purpose. Okay. The helping hand on the bottom. So yeah, also you can like reach out for help if you need for this. Like there's like help is available if you're willing to reach out for it. Whatever that means. God, I don't want to say that. I'm sorry. Someone will help you pick your fruits as well. That's okay. I didn't want to say it. All right. Jesus. Hold on. We're gonna clarify this. Clarify the schizophrenia card next. You're naughty. All right. Who am I talking to right now? Who are you? Clarify the schizophrenia card, please. Spirit guides, angels, ancestors. I can't take myself seriously anymore. Okay. Oh, baby, you were like hot in love. Oh, fuck me. Oh my god, wait. This fell off the deck. Wait, hold on. All right, we're gonna leave that. You got the bonfire first to clarify. I understand. I understand why you don't want to like fall into it. Oh, it's gonna burn you up, baby. Ooh, it's hot. Look at that. Imagine like you were this little figure right here. This is just little tiny you. If you let go, baby, you surrender into this, you're gonna fall out. Straight into love. Look at this. And also this flew off there, popped off the top as well. I didn't even mean to take it. It's just like this is the Two of Cups, the winged lion. You are the romantic soul. Your soul is crave. For your embodiment. Embodying your soul is going to happen in a divine, romantic, sexual union here. I gotta say it with put it on with the hard SEX word. Because I call it like I see it. Like if it, I wouldn't even always say it like this kind of message, but like it's coming through hot. You got the bonfire. Ooh, it's like passion and the bow, because he had the bow of Eros earlier, and the winged has like started with romanticism, and it turned like we like working it up into like some like there's like a passionate love here. It's like we got the fire and the water now on the table, and it's like I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it for you. But this is like the courage to surrender in love. You know what I'm saying? Like I get it. It's not easy to like let go into this and surrender into this, because it's like it takes like a level of courage. But there's also a level of liberation that comes with the winged lion. If you have the courage to take the risk to surrender into this dream romance of yours, to allow yourself to like have this, even like open your mind and your heart to the possibility of, even so if this is not like, for example, like for happening for you in this manifest moment exactly right as you're getting this reading, but like the reading for you could be an opportunity of like your soul is telling you like, are you open, would you even be open to the opportunity of this word to come, you know what I'm saying, that kind of thing. because that might be like for you the broken cup. The only thing that's holding you back here is, like, you know what I'm saying, the emotional like baggage that would like prevent you from being fully open in a love like situation, were your dreams to suddenly come true and show up like on your doorstep or in your email inbox, or like you bump into them at the public place or wherever the fuck, you know what I'm saying, like your hobby group or wherever, you know, where however, or through a dating app, for God's sake, but probably not, but could happen. Like, you never know, like however people meet people these days, whatever. But like, um, okay, interesting. So, but yeah, there's like a sense of needing to just like fall and surrender into it, and the only thing holding you back is the indecision of the mind. But there's like, but it's so passionate. It's like almost like you can't, like, this is like busting out of your chest. This like breakthrough energy, and like for you, like this love coming in or like whatever, this would be ooh, mama. It would be like divine justice for you. Like we had the justice card on the bottom of the deck, and under that was the wheel of fortune. Look at that. Ooh, the snake. The Kundalini. Kundalini wrapping around that stick. I just want to start talking to you in innuendo, baby. Inside. In your endo. Oh, fuck. That's a terrible joke. It's terrible. It's nasty. God damn it. Shut up. Oh, God. All right, one more. Please bear with me. I'm saving. Oh, God. One more card, guys. One more. The breakthrough card. One more. Your soul's essence here. Embodying your soul's essence. What's this breakthrough moment for you? When it all pops out, busts out of your chest here. That's kind of the energy of this visual here. Interesting. Just the soul's like, just like okay, all right. What do we see? Spirit guides, angels, ancestors. Clear, accurate, and insightful messages. Thank you. Okay. This is all right. This is background context information, but we're going to show it to you because it's context information. All right. So what the clarifier, the one clarifier, we'll put all that down for a second. That's a side note. Well, that's like details on the clarifier. Okay, hold on. The one clarifier you got is the weight. So you got to let go of this burden here. The way you get your breakthrough moment is just dropping the burden. Okay, dropping the weight, dropping the burden. The 10 of Wands. So, but now that could be like for you many things, whatever your 10 of Wands moment is, or whatever these weights that you're carrying is. It talks about like responsibilities and all that stuff. Normally, you know what the 10 of Wands is if you know anything about tarot, but like, it's like, this is what weighing you down, and then you drop that and you have your breakthrough moment, right? Pretty simple. But like, what is this weight for you? It could potentially be, there's a very specific message here in this like little stack of cards that fell out accidentally. So we're going to go through this real quick, which is the flowering field, the garland. What is this? The flowering field, Page of Pentacles, garland strength, the hot drink, which is the Four of Cups. We have the shadow in the window, which is the Seven of Swords. And then we have the blindfold, which is the Two of Swords. So especially relevant because it is the same as this card. So this is why we got to let you know. This is what you need to be dropping right here. This energy right here. This is your own mind putting a veil of ignorance on you, or like making you think that you're stuck, or making you think that you can't trust something because of like what? Because of like what? Because of like shit that happened in the past, like things that are haunting you, like fears of like being, you know, this is like the shadow energy, like of like your past haunting you. Or like fear of being betrayed. It's the Seven of Swords. This is the Four of Cups energy. So like you can traditionally have a sense of disappointment or feeling like For you, like sense of like blah, 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 sorry, I'm trying to go through all this real quick because it's a lot, but it's also really simple. It's just basically your past baggage, but just let go of your baggage, hey. But to go like this is the sense of like fear of like you give something and there not being like reciprocity or like um your cup that you offer, yeah, the love that you offer kind of being met with like shadowy energy or attracting shadowy energy. And then like there's these two other cards here. These have like these flower kind of themes on them, and the flowering fields and the garland. Like, this is the strength card, so it talks about like your strength is your ability to love. Like it is sort of like your soul's sort of strength is this love energy. And like if you sort of go lean more into this instead, like you will absolutely attract the right type of like positive, supportive friends, like-minded souls, so tribe around you, including the one specific, like mate for you. This is like attracting your like-minded flowers in the field of like you being like this naturally, this like garland of these flowers energy, right? Like your soul being this gazelle here. Kind of has very this naturally like compassion like energy, this naturally like the strength card in the tarot like has that loving compassionate energy. That's like your soul's natural essence here. And you can find like-minded souls like that, you know what I'm saying. You will attract that vibe to you. So there's a sense of like just letting go of like the fears that like if you open yourself that you're going to attract all these like shadowy energies instead. It's like no, you have enough, like you're at a level now where you have enough discernment where that's not going to be like what you fall into. Instead, on the bottom of the deck, you have the Garden, which is like an Ace of Pentacles, like a new beginning, but it's also like signifying a lot of like great potential, like inner growth as well, self development that comes from this richness on the inner field. Should I keep these in the picture? All right, I'm gonna put a picture. I guess I'll keep them for you for the picture. I'll put them on a lower row. So I'm going to put a picture, so stick around to the end if you want to see the card spread on the table here. I'm going to end your reading here. Click the like button if you liked it, got something useful out of it, or thought it was interesting in some way. Comment down below if you have something to say. I always like reading your comments. Subscribe if you're new and you like my vibe. Welcome back if you're a returning subscriber. I love you. And until next time, more words from the heart. Welcome in, those of you who chose pile number 5. This is going to be your reading for how to embody more of your soul's essence. What do you need to hear? Messages about your path in this moment. You chose this white card, by the way. All right. So, by the way, you were the only group who got 2 of these oracle cards, so it's a secret. Don't tell the other piles. We don't want to make anyone jealous. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. Whoa. You got really big, powerful energy. So you got 2. All right, I'll explain this in a sec. You got the golden egg and the phoenix. So you have 2 of these spirit cards. So this animal spirit oracle is such that there's actually 5 elements. There's earth, water, fire, and air elements, and animals associated to each of those 4 earthly elements. But then there's a spirit element. And there's only 7 of those cards. Each one is associated to a specific chakra, and they're mythical creatures, right? So they have the phoenix and the golden egg here. Wow. All right, this is a powerful message. So your soul is. It's like a rarefied, this is a highly developed soul. This is a spiritually advanced soul. This is someone bringing a very powerful vibration into this planet here. This is someone who's going through a process of transformation here. Their soul is like asking you to go through a process of transformation here to bring in your sort of your golden essence here, your higher vibrational heart energy. So this is the phoenix is the root chakra it's connected to, and the golden egg is connected to the heart chakra. It is the unstruck sound at the center of the heart when you can, connect to yourself deep in silent meditation. Um, and the phoenix is that process of going through the fires of transformation and rebirthing yourself into a truer, more authentic version of yourself, for sure. Now it's fascinating, the imagery, because the phoenix is also a bird. So I'm seeing this being the phoenix and its nest as well. And I love the angel wings. Like, I love the depiction of the phoenix as a flame with angel wings. This has such angelic energy to it, this whole thing. And it's like the phoenix and its nest on which it's holding this golden egg. Like, maybe you have so much potential. Baby, you have so much potential. Not maybe, baby. Not maybe, baby. Don't doubt yourself. Hey, maybe that's your energy. No, not maybe, baby. You have so much potential. Hear me now. Okay, interesting. Interesting. So, it's really beautiful. Like, wow. But it's intense. The phoenix, I'm not going to say the phoenix is not intense. Like, hey, to burn yourself alive. It's not for the faint of heart. It's not for the faint of heart, but you have that heart of gold that you can do it. And maybe that's how you get that heart of gold, is going through those purifying fires of transformation. Maybe this is just another phase of your initiation. Why am I starting to rhyme and not go into a flow? Okay. All right, I want to shuffle. I want to go into your tarot. Let's pull out some narrative and some more messages and some structure and some rhyme and some reason to this season. Okay, let's see. What do we need to hear? Spirit guides, angels, ancestors, speak through me. Pure source energy coming through. It's just straight up connection to the source. What? Just so it's just it's straight. It's in there. It's in your heart. You found it. You got it. It's in you. It's there. You're in touch. You're in touch. In touch with it. Experiencing it. Yeah. Okay. All right. I'm gonna keep shuffling. Hold on. Wait. More messages. Wait. We're not done. I was told to bridge shuffle and transformation when I split the deck. The death card, that phoenix energy. All right. It all came as a clump. We're going to take it. 5-card clump. My poker hand for you. Is exhausted on the bottom of the deck. 9-9. So maybe this is like what's being transmuted right here is these 2 9s. This exhaustion and sorrow. Oh, 999. What the fuck? I can't make this shit up. All right, but hold on. I'll show you this first. So this is what's being transmuted. It's exhaustion and sorrow. I'll show you the other 9 just to show you I'm not full of shit. You saw me shuffle it like live. Yeah, 999. So there's 3 9s. Wait, can I get the 3 9s in one hand? I don't know, without blocking with my fat fingers. Okay, cool. Look, I did it. Monkey. Good monkey. 999. Look at that. Cool. But I'm gonna put that back. The ripeness shows what's coming in, which is the abundance. Well, okay, we'll get to that. But hold on. But this is what's being transmuted here and healed, is this exhaustion and sorrow. So this is like what is being burned away. So maybe with the phoenix energy, it's not been easy, baby. I told you, I know it's not easy. Hey, like you could have been, you've probably been pushing and kicking for years. You know what I'm saying? You've been on your grind, like spiritually speaking, right? Like for years. You've like moved through heavy energies, like you face life, you've had sorrows, like that kind of stuff, right? But like you don't let that get you down. Like this has all been like fuel for your greater transformation, is what I'm getting with this Phoenix energy. It's like you turn the lead of a heavy heart into gold, like with the alchemizing fire, the purification process of the Phoenix. You turn that lead of the sorrows and the exhaustion. Wait, the sorrows is in here. I keep it in the spread. I put it back to the bottom of the deck. But the sorrows and the exhaustion, like you can transmute all of that heavy energy. And then what? Because what do we get under it? We got abundance and we got healing. We got abundance and we got healing. Look at that. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? It's like when you connect to this source energy. Confirmation / clearing, excuse me. Look at that. The fire. That inner fire. The source fire inside. You connect to that. And it brings you healing, it brings you abundance, it gets you in that frequency of abundance. And you know, abundance is having, you know, your material needs met and maybe then some, but it's also like it's an experience. Abundance, what we really crave from abundance is not just like a bunch of like money and stuff, right? It's the experience of life feeling fulfilling and full and like, right, that kind of thing, and being the enjoyment of all those things, right? And that's also more of a psychological thing almost, or like, right? And so, but yeah, and then healing, bringing healing to yourself here. And then the last two energies we got was the slowing down and the change. The slowing down and the change. So that was like a sense of like destiny, but then like accepting your fate and destiny and not trying to like rush things anymore. And I really like that for you, to be honest. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's going to happen? Like, the destiny that's going to come for you is going to come for you. And what damn, like, good does it do you to try and push it along faster than it needs to go? It's like Sisyphean. That's right. Like, push that boulder up the hill, like, you know what I'm saying, before it's time. Like, it's like you can't rush the wheels of fate here. You know what I'm saying? Like you're just gonna exhaust yourself needlessly if you're trying to like push the wheel of change to move faster than it naturally wants to. Maybe you just slow down and like let things kind of go on their own pace, and then you got this ripeness energy. Because if you go with divine timing, which is actually natural timing, everyone fucking in tarot community, by the way, this is a little random tangent. I'm going to go into this for a second. Everyone in tarot community talks about divine timing, divine timing, divine timing, and everyone gets pissed about that word because no one wants to be patient. But like, what is divine timing? It's natural timing, guys. It's earth. When I'm saying earth, I mean Gaia, the nature's timing of things, okay? Even the human world and human society, human frequencies, like we are also part of nature. Hey, we're not exempt from that with all our concrete and metal shit. That's also from the earth. Like, you know what I'm saying? We think we're all like exempt from natural timing and seasons. Everything has a natural timing to it. And for you, like when you learn to slow down and trust the timing of the seasons, you learn to flow with the timing of the seasons, with the Tao, with the way, with nature. You work with the energy of the seasons and you go with the speed of nature. Then you aren't stressing yourself out, you're not wasting your energy, you're not exhausting yourself, and then you come into this natural level of abundance and like ripeness for yourself here, and just everything in like, and you have this connection with source that you can put out your prayers, you can put out your intentions, you have this communication, and then you ask and you shall receive, my brother, my sister, my friend. Hey, asking you shall receive is the energy I'm getting here with this ripeness. And also like it all comes in divine timing. The ripeness card talks about when the fruit is ripe, it naturally just falls from the tree and into your hand here, into your lap. Whew, preach. Sorry, I'm preaching. Because yeah, I'm on the bottom of this other deck. I haven't started with this deck, but it's just all right. We're gonna start with this deck. We got the fertile earth on the bottom of this one. All right. Cool. We got a lot to clarify. This is going to be a big reading. I love you, though. You got a beautiful energy so far. It's just this one sorrow card, but this is like what's being purged out with the Phoenix energy. How do I do this on the table? Can I put those like way up there? And then this 5 clump on this second row. We're gonna have a double row like thing for you. All right. By the way, I'm gonna show you guys the card spread at the end of the reading. So if you want to stick around to the very end of this, you can see a picture of the cards on my table if you're curious like that. All right. We're going to look at this golden egg card, clarifier. With the clarifiers, we're going to go a whole layer deeper. That was just like layer 1 of the reading, by the way. We're going to go a whole nother layer deeper, clarifying all of these cards now. So, spirit guides, angels, ancestors, what more is there to know about this golden egg energy? Clear, accurate, insightful messages. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What do you need to hear about this golden egg? I'm a little, just for space on the table, sake of space on the table, there's 4 cards here. I'm upset by the fact that there's 4. I might reshuffle it, to be honest, because there's 4. It's just too much to put, but I'll show you them. Which is got the lantern, stormy seas, the cold cliffs, and the winter storm. Oh man, do I have, I don't know. Yeah. Maybe I keep them. I can make space on the table. Well, the top row doesn't have as many cards, so I guess it'll work out. All right. Well, you get to pile number 5. Hold on. I'm gonna pause the reading. I'm gonna break the 4th wall for a second. Why are you being so demanding with me? You want so many cards. You got extra cards on the animal spirit oracles. Now you're asking for 4 clarifiers. Oh my god. I'm going to go back into the reading now. This is being silly. So you have the winter storm and the cold cliffs. Okay. And then the stormy seas and the lantern. So I find that interesting, first of all, that there's 2 cards that say storm, the word storm in them. That's kind of what made me want to keep it, actually. The winter storm and the stormy sea. And then the cold cliffs. So actually, there is a very fascinating message in here, and there is it. Wait. There's kind of important that I kept all of these cards. Oh, guys, you make me channel such complex things sometimes, but I love you. But like, oh my gosh, have mercy on my soul. All right. So there's like an emotional storm in the heart, or like, the heart, when you go into the heart, all right, going into the heart, here's something people don't know about the heart. We're going to talk a little bit about going into the heart space. I'm someone who's familiar with it, and it's, it can be a lot. There's a lot in there. Sadhguru, he's a, famous yoga guy, guru figure, public figure all over social media, and being such a public influence and just sort of teaching yoga and that kind of things at a distance, he doesn't actually in his programs take people into the heart chakra at all. He skips around it, because going into the heart space without guidance, or what I'm saying, just going deep into that can get real crazy. It can actually be dangerous to have a fully open heart and no guidance at all whatsoever. Potentially, if you're not well connected to the divine or something, or your own spiritual team, or you're a spiritually mature person that can handle yourself in deep waters, because there is a sense of deep waters here with the stormy sea and the wind and the cold cliffs. So there's a sense, okay. And then also the other problem of the heart is there's so many beautiful dreams. There's so many fantasies, so many vibrations, so many good vibrations, so many weird connections to like through space and time of like, oh, is this my soulmate from this other lifetime? And oh, this lifetime I have a thread connection to this person. I can feel a heart thread string to this soul over here and that soul over here. And I have this karma with that person and this beautiful dream I had with this person and that life. And it can get really fucking confusing to know like what is going on for you like here and now in this reality. There could be so many, you could have so many feelings. Like when you really open your heart, like listen, oh my god, maybe you know, but like when you really open your heart, like the level of like feelings and like to differentiate like what is real and what is illusion, that can actually get confusing. And that's what the message sort of coming through here with the cold cliffs and the stormy sea. Because the cold cliffs is the Ace of Swords and the stormy sea is the King of Cups. So there's like a level of emotional maturity here required in order to actually, the cold cliffs talks about the reality of a situation or the cold hard facts of a situation. And it's kind of like I'm seeing the stormy sea crashing up against the cold cliffs, right? And there's like a level of like needing to be able to have a sharp mind in connection with this heart space, to have a level of discernment, to know what dreams of your heart or what feelings in your heart space are real guiding lights for you here with this lantern card. I'll get to that in a sec. Or what ones are going to like be illusory or, you know, even potentially dangerous for you and cause you to go down a path that crashes you on the cliffs. Oh, okay. And then we also have this Winter Storm card and the Lantern. And I find this another fascinating card combination because the Lantern card in this deck has snow on it. So, and this was sandwiching, by the way. The Cold Cliffs and the Stormy Sea was in the center, and these two cards were sandwiching it on the outsides. And there's a sense here of like needing to have that inner light, or this being like the golden egg energy, also the inner light as well, like paradoxically, but also having that like sense of like going into yourself and going on this inner journey to find that light within yourself, to be able to navigate the storm, both within and without, in an open-hearted kind of way, and be the light and be the beacon for others as well, but for yourself as well. So like the weird thing is like there's a weird sense of like having to be your own lighthouse on this. Whoa, guys, this is a really deep like it's not a lighthearted read right now. It is, but it isn't, guys. I love you. There's a sense of like needing to be your own lighthouse while you're navigating your heart space to not crash on the fucking cliffs of like your. Like there's danger. There is a level of danger in your own heart space, which is crazy to say, but there is because of the level of emotional depth and because of the nature of navigating through a fully open anahata energy. Like, which, you know, most people are just not, to be honest, like regular people are not navigating their life. No one fucking knows what I'm talking about. Like 99.9% of people, if I'm talking about a fully open anahata energy, you're like, that's just words to you. It's not an experience you've ever had and can relate to in any kind. You can't anchor that experience into, you know what I'm saying? You can't anchor my words into your experience unless you've experienced it. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry for yelling. But yeah, there's a sense of like this depth of emotion, and they can be turbulent as well. And then a sense of like there could be a danger of like crashing on the cliffs if you don't have a good lighthouse to navigate you to where the safe port in the storm is. And maybe it's like a winter storm on the stormy seas as well to like make matters worse. Like oh boy, woohoo, fascinating. Fascinating. So like this navigating the heart space energy through the season, having to be your own lighthouse because it's an inner journey. So not only are you like finding the divine source within, but like you also have to like be the lighthouse for yourself when it comes to like navigating your heart energies. What the? Okay. And then on the bottom of the deck, by the way, we had the crossed keys, which is the Hierophant card being like, this is like the key. Your heart is the key. Oh my god, I need a drink of water after all that. spirit guides, angels, ancestors, let's move along. Clarify the Phoenix energy. What do we need to know about this Phoenix card here? Yeah. Okay. I'm not going to argue about how many cards you're getting anymore. I'm done arguing. You got 3, and it's one is a repeat. So you got the city, the instrument, and the banner of death. Death, the phoenix, rebirth. Yes. Of course, I see it. See the connection. Do you see it? On the bottom of the deck, celebration. Celebrating your rebirth of your creative energy here. Your creative source connection. All right, hold on. I'll show you what you got. The city, the instrument, and the banner of death. I'm going to struggle to hold 3 cards, but I can do it. All right, let's see. The city, the instrument, and the banner of death. This is pretty beautiful energy, to be honest. So the Phoenix energy, what is it rebirthing in you? This death and rebirth process, the transformation process you're going through is unlocking your creative potential here. It's like unlocking your sacral energy, your instrument, your connection to the source. By the way, the Ace of Wands, this is the same card, by the way, the source and the city. These are both Ace of Wands cards here. But the city, so the source, this kind of implies more of like your direct connection to the source, the creator, God, whatever you want to call it, universe, whatever, the source of our creation energy. You have a piece of that divine spark within you, and that is the source of how we create things as human beings, right? You can have that, tap into that connection through your heart space. But this talks about, the city card talks about like what do you do like in manifest, like how do you bring that then into co-creation with other people, and like what is the instrument, what are the tools of your creation here? So finding your instrument as well, and then finding out like how you're going to collaborate and contribute that into like a project with other people. That's pretty beautiful. All right, that's straightforward actually. I like that. So Ace of Wands, Page of Wands, Death. Fancy. And by the way, celebration on the bottom of the deck with the hoop, the 4 of Wands. So like that being a very good thing to celebrate. Your angels, ancestors, spirit guides are celebrating you, rebirthing yourself, and stepping more into your creative fire. All right, source energy. Let's clarify the Ace of Wands, the connection of the source energy, or this source within. All right, what do we need to know? What do you need to know? Spirit guides, angels, ancestors. Clear, accurate, insightful message, please. And concise as well, please, this time. I pray. Okay, it wasn't concise. We got 3 cards again. So many cards. We're going to use the whole deck by the end of it. No, I'm kidding. The bonfire on the bottom of the deck, which is this fire energy, your connection to that inner fire, as like I was saying. But that's the bottom deck energy. And so interesting, what you actually got is what's blocking your connection to source. This is what's coming up. So this is maybe what's being... The message that came up from the cards view is perhaps what's being burned away by this Phoenix energy here. Because we got the spilt cup, the blindfold, and the hammer and chisel. Can I hold these cards like a good monkey? Like a reasonable human being? Yes. No. Sort of. Good enough. All right, hammer and chisel, spilt cup, and the blindfold. Yes. Emotional baggage, like things that haven't worked out in the past and left you feeling sad. Limiting beliefs about yourself with the blindfold. These are things that keep you disconnected from your heart and the source connection within. But you are working on it. You're chiseling out this version of yourself, this new version of yourself. You're chiseling out your true potential from the raw limestone here. You're doing the work. It's good. Good to see it. Glad to see it. Good for you. Good work. Keep up the good work, I want to say to you. All right. The spilt cup and the blindfold. I guess I would say about this before we move on is like it's all a mindset shift. To be honest, like that one's really simple. To be honest, like this is crying over spilled milk shit. Like I'm not gonna coddle you. To be honest, like I'm sorry. Like whatever you're sad about or like past baggage or stuff, like you just gotta like give yourself a hug and let it go. I mean, be compassionate. Don't be mean to yourself. But it is kind of like crying over spilled milk energy and not wanting to like see that. Like maybe a bit of victim mentality. We all have that tendency sometimes. Guilty as charged. Me too. But you know, then you grow up and then you can have compassion with yourself and for yourself at the same time that you grow out of that kind of stuff. So, all right, moving on. We're going to clarify the sorrow card. Yes, that'll be interesting. Let's clarify the sorrow energy because we were just talking about crying over spilled milk, and here's the crying figure. So I'm going to be nice to you. I'm going to be kind in my words. All right, let's see. Clarify the sorrow card. That one jumped out. Oh my god. Oh boy, baby. There's the Two of Cups, the Winged Lion. Crying over heartbreak or crying over love, relationship connections, maybe ones that didn't work in the past or tried to open your heart or unrequited love or something like this. Oh dear. It's the courage to open yourself to love, even though it can be sad. Some cause us to have tears sometimes, can be vulnerable as well. And we have the bonfire still at the bottom. All right, keep going. Clarify the healing card next, please. What do we need to know? Okay, we'll take 3. The cat, the loosed arrow, and the magician's wand. It's kind of interesting. The Queen of Wands, the Eight of Wands, and the magician. Kind of like this. So something you care about, healing being something that's very important to you, is what the cat says. The loosed arrow, meaning you've got a lot of momentum going into it, and keep going. I guess it's working for you. Whatever you're doing to heal yourself, like is working for you, and just like keep going with it. It's kind of the message of that. Took 3 cards to say that, I guess. Yeah. What else could this be? Yeah, there's a sense with the cat of like being very compassionate and nurturing yourself. On the bottom of the deck, we have the water lilies. This is the Ace of Cups. Oh, and then the garden under that's the Ace of Pentacles. So yeah, it's a lot of self-love energy. The water lilies, Ace of Cups talks about the process of the lotus flower, the water lily, which grows through the muck to become this beautiful flower when it reaches the light of day. So your level of like your emotional healing here just is like a lot of self-love, like putting your like nurturing yourself first, and just like dedicating the energy to that, like and not giving. I mean, this could also even be saying like do a ritual about it as well, or like do regular self-love rituals or something. But yeah, there's a sense of like pouring love into yourself on a consistent basis, like that will create like momentum and magic in your life. I guess is the message with that. We're gonna slide these over. You're gonna have a bunch of cards, my friend, a whole heckin' bunch. All right. If you ask, you shall receive. All right, the abundance card. You have an abundance of cards. But please, let's try and be a little bit more concise as we clarify the abundance card. Spirit guides, angels, and ancestors, speak through me. What do you need to know about the abundance? All right, it's two. I suppose this is a fair compromise at this point. Interesting. The thought drink and the following eel. The following eel and the hot drink. So this would be a level of emotional baggage that's still lingering. If there's anything blocking your abundance, it would be that fear or the this is a receiving block. Interesting. So the only thing like blocking you from abundance is your ability to like receive it. That's all. The hot drink, it's like 'cause it's the Four of Cups energy. So there may be, which is talks about like you have three cups spilled over, but someone's offering you the fourth cup. So it's like the universe trying to offer you the abundance, and you're just having a difficulty with the receiving part, which is like kind of a typical message. Like it's easy. Like I hear that, I've heard that. Like other people, it's a hard one to hear because if you do have that, you kind of get frustrated with it. Like yeah, but of course I want to receive it, but it's like yeah, or like I'm trying to receive it. Or like, but like that's of course that's not the way that goes, but not the way that works. And the following eel talks about yeah, like trauma. It's the Six of Swords. It talks about like trauma or like imprints and things that follow you, old patterns and stuff that are hard to shake off. So there's still a little bit of stagnant energy or an echo of a difficulty over accepting and receiving here, especially with the abundance. But like maybe that's what you're healing or that is being healed still. That's in the active healing process here. Because like I said, because like I said here, because maybe you're focusing on the spilled cups here. Wait, back to go back up again when I was talking to you a little bit about the victim mentality. Maybe it's like because you're still you don't get the abundance because you're just too focused on the spilled cups and you're like blindfolded to the fact that the abundance is like available to you all around you, and you just like have to turn around and grab it as it's being offered. All right. Well, that's a real message. It's maybe not the nicest message to hear, but it's a real talk kind of message. All right, so change. Let's clarify change. Wheel of Fortune. What do we need to know? Spirit guides, angels, ancestors, speak through me clearly, concisely, and honestly, accurately. Oh, thank God, we only got one card. This is awful. Okay, well, it's okay. I'm getting exacerbated by the number of cards in this reading. I'm just fun. I'm having fun. I'm just being funny. But it's cool because it's the Knight of Earth again, Knight of Pentacles, which we have a double card of here. The final last card. We're almost there. Almost getting to the end. We have the fertile Earth and this slowing down of the same energy. So the change, but this is actually clarifying the change card. So it's like what is coming in for you. Like it clarifies well with the abundance because it's like what's coming in, this Wheel of Fortune, this change, it's what it's bringing in for you is fertility, opportunity, like plenty of fertile opportunity. The land is there for you to till. The city is yours for the taking. Life is yours for the making. Um, it's all there for you, but you just put in the work. So that's the thing, the hammer and the chisel energy kind of. It's like the fertile earth is there, and then what do you make out of it, and what do you harvest at the end of the season? Then it's kind of all up to you. You put in the work, you get the harvest. Heck yeah. And then it's going to be an abundant harvest too, abundance. And for you, the work is going to be like primarily creative because it's like with this back with the city and the instrument at the beginning and the Phoenix energy, it's like tapping into your source of like your creativity. That's really fun for you. Yay! All right, slowing down. Let's clarify this last card here. Slowing down. What do we need to know? Spirit guides, angels, ancestors. What's the last message? Slowing down. Interesting. We were talking about your creativity. And then we got the ibises. We got the star card at the end. It's so beautiful. I love to see it. Your true potential, what wants to birth out of you, is going to be art. It's going to be a masterpiece of art. Maybe the masterpiece, not to put pressure on you, of course, masterpiece comes in its own time, but I'm saying like your soul embodying your soul's essence is a masterpiece of art. Ooh, fascinating. So, how do you bring your soul into more embodiment? It's for you the strong message of like, do art, make art. That's the ibis. Slow down, get more into your sensual nature as well. Slow down with the energy. Uh, get out of any sense of like creative blocks. You have a full cup, you can do it, and then just make art. Just do it. You just connect to your essence, whatever it is your form, or like whatever your skills are, the way you express yourself. You'll know this best, but like do what you love, whatever it is with you. Like the cat energy you had on the table as well. That's like whatever you care about most, whatever that is for you. You do that. Whatever your self-expression, whatever your art form is, anything in life can be an art form. The art living itself is an art form. So this also is the energy on a double level of like making your entire way of being into a art piece, a masterpiece of art, an artwork, into, you know what I'm saying, like living in such a way that your entire being becomes a masterpiece, a creative masterpiece. But then also like whatever your particular, form of expressions are, whatever your craft is, do more of that. Slow down and get more into that space. And that will be your full transformation here. Fascinating. Fascinating. All right, I'm going to put a picture of the cards here so you can see. If you want to stick around to the end, you can actually see what I'm seeing. All these beautiful, you got so many beautiful cards to look at here. And yeah, otherwise, click the like button if you like this video, got something out of it. Comment down below if you have something to say. If you are new to this channel and you like my vibe, subscribe. If you are a returning viewer, welcome back. I love you. And until next time, more words from the heart.